weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on me.
Assalamualaikum. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome every single one of you. Another PMSL American Spring live stream. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. Carol, what's up? You're missing a lot of the stress. I did see that match. Carol, I did see that match. SLR guys, why not just stop for a second? And why didn't the N-Hyper guy not fire? It didn't help his teammates. It could help them. It could. I don't know what happened. But we are in the day 2, guys, so let's get started. First and foremost is going to be the double the point for today for the N-Hypers. That's the biggest thing. That's why I'm doing this stream today. So every chicken N-Hyper did today, I will give away 1000 UC for you guys. So pray. So N-Hyper will to perform have a chicken dinner, but my god, the TL guys are so good. That guy holding the rage, oh my god. So guys, what happened? TL win another match today, the winner win a chicken dinner, and that was like I was hoping like he would eliminate it so early, but
even still,
unfortunately,
that first match, I know they're not happy with that. They've got to improve on it for sure. Because I think Aaron Gale should have been a stellar match from
two
them,
guys was disconnected. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. I did see like one guy was disconnected. I didn't know about the second guy also. Talha, Saif, kaise ho? Walaikum assalam. Yes, we'll do the 1000 UC giveaway. Asad, kaise ho? Welcome to the stream. Aliyan, welcome to the stream, brother. Wasim, welcome to the stream. Bro. Please, what's up, bro? Elsa, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Bas jeet jaye. Elsa, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Elsa, kaisi hain aap?
Really impressive, but
Oh
No, I
boy,
think there's
that
more.
was a
That needs
big
to be
one,
done
man.
even hyper,
Walaikum
and I
assalam,
hope
Shirazi,
game
kaise ho?
one was
Welcome to
a
the stream.
wake-up call for those boys, because I know today could be a big day for them. But they've just got to continue to push harder and harder. And if they want to get aggressive and be more aggressive, then so be it. If that's what they want
So the
to
next
do,
match
yeah,
and the next
we
one
talked about it
is
yesterday. There's no point in finishing
Miramar.
top 16. There's just not.
So let's
right?
see
You're there
in the
for
Miramar
participation
how they
points, like
perform.
maybe a little bit
I
of money in
hope
your pocket,
they
but you got to go
perform
for
really
gold.
good. Not like
Gotta
yesterday.
go for top
Yesterday
four.
was a
That's your
really,
main objective
I would say,
here.
the
We go
tough
in
day for the
to
N-Hyper.
game number 2, though, obviously, as we've been speaking about on
Even though in the
Miramar,
last Wrangle map, the
place,
zone was
total
not in the favor
what,
of
22 points,
N-Hypers.
the highest amount of points that we see. 5 eliminations. We talked about the performance yesterday. I'm feeling
पर
an
bro,
E7 come up.
need एक यार
Hey,
AKM
so
नहीं
is
आप
possible.
गिव अवे
And when
कर
it comes
सकते
to
कैसे
E7,
आप
I'll
AKM
say it
गिव अवे
once, I'll say
करोगे
it again. When it
मुझे ये
comes
बताओ
to their
Oh, you know.
position, right? They know
ठीक
what
है
they're
अहमद भाई
doing.
आप
They
सुनाए I'm
always
good
seem to put
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
themselves in the right spot. We see them in last until the end game so many times. It's just
आ
for
जाया
the
करो
first
आप
part
किधर
of this
शपाटर
tournament,
होते हो इस टाइम
they
तो
would
वैसे
get
भी
that
आप नजर ही नहीं
position
आते हो
and just get ran over. Like literally just get full senton wide on the open and lose. So that's why it was just so hard to watch them. But if they're finally able to be like, hey, you know what?
The one thing I would say the N-Hyper guys
We know
should
what to
like
do, right?
Yep.
We could actually see
go
them climb the
together
leaderboards and
in the
maybe
different
just
vehicles.
took that one win, right? We
So
got that
either
one
way,
win
it
under
was a
their belt,
win-win. If
and
they
maybe
got
that was
it,
the
they got like the
confidence
3
boost that they needed to
points,
finally just
and they can hold
relax
that
and start
position and
playing
come
the game.
back to the zone again.
Relax, start playing your game.
That would
E7
do
was
it.
doing
That would be the
taking zones.
biggest,
Once again, the
like
important thing to take note
the
of, whether it
risk
was
for
Team
them.
Liquid in the final
But on
zones,
the other hand,
it was
I
E7
think
in
the
zone
IGL
3,
just told them to
Alfuria in zone
stay
4.
and
The
try to
players
get the
are now starting to think ahead.
position,
Starting to think ahead,
and
which is
unfortunately they
important.
didn't
No
got the
more
position. Rafi, कैसे हो?
individual
वालेकुम
plays,
अस्सलाम.
from what I'm seeing so far. I was
Batul,
actually watching
वालेकुम
a
अस्सलाम. Batul,
qualifier,
कैसी हैं
not
आप? Welcome to the
qualifier, but one
stream.
of the other PMSL broadcast just a little bit earlier, and I was very
Wait a
impressed
second, I
with
want
the
to see
analysis,
one
even though it was a
thing.
watch party, which shout out to them for doing the watch parties. I think
Let's
they're
go.
absolutely cool. Neptura was on one of them. Nice to hear from her, man, and you know, her analysis is great. Maxman also was breaking it down. You know, first time hearing from him, and I tell you what, he can speak. I
Double
like Max.
legend.
Yeah.
Hey, he's good. His analysis was great. The way he was breaking things
400
down
points for
was,
the AKM.
was,
AKM
was
is way
also
too
elegant.
expensive, boy.
I think he gets the point across.
I don't think so you can
across
get the
very
AKM
concisely.
easily.
So, you know, guy that I hope to work with in the future. But
मैं ठीक.
one thing I was
कैसे है
impressed
मतलब?
with,
आई शोस पे
Hotchkiss
अरे
was
जानी
just,
कैसा है?
what
अबे
they
तेरा
were
नाम
talking
क्या है?
about
सही
was
नाम
like
क्या है?
the
सही
skill
नाम
over
अपना बता.
brains, which one's more important? I know that was you know, kind of a question in chat. And it was like, you can't have one without the other at this level. Gun skill is to be expected. Now it comes down to the brains. And there are some
नाम
teams that are
स्पीड रखे तूने
clearly
पिक्चर किसके लगाई
more
हुई है?
developed
लगता है तेरी ओरिजिनल
strategically
पिक्चर है.
than others.
गुड अब तो कमेंट भी नहीं पढ़ रहे.
In fact,
नहीं
I think we
उज़ैर
only had
प्लीज
two
दादा.
rosters, right, Hot Chicks, that
अभी
stayed
आपका
together
कमेंट है ऊपर
coming
है क्या?
into this
बस ये
PMSL
वीडियो मेरा
America's
है
Spring
आपने
season.
रिप्लाई नहीं आ रहा है.
Yeah,
थैंक यू
and
सो
you
मच.
know, like Maxman would say, you know, I think the things that these teams are missing.
अलियान
is
अलियान
that
कैसे हो?
one
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम.
piece, okay, and that piece
भाई
is team synergy.
कैसे हैं? मैं ठीक हूँ
you know?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
And we could just see the
मैं तो
difference
सिंगल हूँ.
between, you know, Team Liquid and Alpha 7 at the end.
बेड़ा
Still playing
आप
that
ही
still
बना
holding
के
angles for each
प्रपोज
other.
करने
Yeah,
वालों को ना
they didn't
जहन्नम
win
में
that
एक अलहदा
game,
मुकाम
but it
होता
was
है.
so
सही है ना?
beautiful to watch, right? And
बस इतना
you
समझ
know,
ले.
we see a huge disconnect.
सातवें
between the
दर्जे
middle on
नीचे ना,
down. And I'm
नीचे
gonna be real with you.
उधर मुकाम होता है
Alpha
अलहदा.
7 and Team Liquid are so above everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
And there's still a high chance that they go on to the next stage and just get
समझ रहा है ना मैं क्या
destroyed
कहने
this
चाह रहा हूँ?
You know, that's how crazy, right? The next stage is gonna be.
अरमान
right?
के मार्बल
So,
इट कमिंग सून.
If these teams in
की
the middle
कुर्बानी
are thinking
करोगे?
they're just gonna
Yes,
do a
bro.
regular day, it's
Alhamdulillah, I
not
will do.
okay, right? You need to
But here
develop
in
past
here in Calgary.
these squads if you want to be the best on the planet. That should be the goal, right?
Hey, like my buddy, my duo, another game says, Blaze, right? There's levels to this. Okay,
Let's go.
There's
The next one
levels
is
to
Miramar.
competition on the
Will
international
will
stage.
N-Hyper
Again,
perform
that's why I
any
want these
anything
competitors
good
to
in
put
the
their
Miramar?
mind. That's what they're
I want them
shooting
to play
for.
like the
That's where their
Raw,
mindset
you know,
needs to be,
role
to
of
be the
voice.
best
Those
in the
guys are
world, not
playing
just the
really
best
good, to be
in
honest.
their respective region.
And the
We're
first
hopping
week
into
they
map
wasn't
number
performing
2. It's
that
gonna
good, but
be
yesterday
Miramar.
and today
Let's
they
see
performed
who's
really
gonna
good.
have success and who
Confirm
isn't. Hot
जनती
Juice
है.
Nick,
सब
but take
जो
it away.
बात है.
Let's get it going, baby. Double points day for Group A, match number 2. And you know what? I will say this. Stars.
मैंने ये नहीं बोला,
the
मैं
mistakes
सिर्फ
they're
इतना
making
बता
are
रहा
low
हूँ
level,
असद.
right?
Yeah.
आप ही बना के
real
प्रपोज
simple
करने वाला का
mistakes.
जहन्नम में एक
And,
अलहदा
I'm
मुकाम
glad that
होता
they
है, है ना?
recognize it
एक
because I
अलहदा
think both of us
दर्जा,
watching see
एक
that,
अलहदा
right? We're
मुकाम.
like, dude, these guys are just making the simplest mistakes that we've seen. You
मैं
know?
मैंने कुछ और नहीं
So
कहा, मैंने
it-
कुछ और
he
नहीं
is
कहा. I'm
right
just
that I think
saying,
if
you
they were
know.
able to fix those, they could absolutely give anybody here a run for their money. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, but like you said, when is it gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and I feel like we could say that for a lot
Cheyenne,
of these
Cheyenne
teams, especially
कैसे हो?
around that 6 to 8 range.
Hope for the best.
anyone on the
Let's
bottom
see.
8. A lot
So
of it comes
where
down
the
to
Anapers are
sometimes
dropping
it's
right
still a
now.
team
I see the
cohesiveness, and it's
Furia.
just individual
Oh,
players
Anapers is
making
going
these
down
mistakes
right here.
one after another.
They're
resulting in
going
your whole
on
team
the
falling apart. So I'm hoping that with Starlight and stuff like that,
on the
he
prison
is the
side.
most experienced player on that roster. He's kind of able to rally the troops together and keep things moving as they should be. But obviously, there's only
NRG.
5 games left for them.
No.
Bonus
Oh,
points, I
the
guess you could
zone.
say. They did get,
The
12,
zone,
they had
bro.
6 eliminations in that first match. They're that team that
The
they're
ace
good at getting
salmon.
early eliminations,
They're gonna be on the
but
run,
they
man.
correlate it to a late game position.
Bro, I would say if somebody go to El
the
Paso,
problem. And
loot it
speaking
up
of
there and
Bravos,
get in the zone,
first
that's the
circle goes
best
on up,
best
and it's all the
position.
way down
Ooh, the
south. Oh,
headshot
that.
from the SLR guys.
Crazy shots from down the way. As SLR, this is what I want to see from SLR though. I want to see them, even if they're gonna do the kind of scavenger loot strategy, do it together. Why not? It takes longer,
Wait a
but it's
second,
way
let me
safer,
just,
right? You don't
yeah,
you
on
avoid
this
losing those
thing.
players early on. So I will say that's a little bit of progress from SLR right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about just staying as a squad. Everyone,
Okay,
this NA mindset of
so-
doing crazy splits, just throw that out the window, please. We've seen it time and time again.
Furia
Just
got
getting
like
absolutely steamrolled,
274
thinking
right
they're
now.
gonna beam a player
Ooh.
out of a car and they get knocked by the Overwatch.
I want to
So,
see by end of
hopefully this
today
year
and
are
Hyper in the
obviously
top
with the
5.
zone. A lot of these teams
If
are
they
making
got in the top
rotation,
5,
especially Titan Gaming.
that's
This is a
gonna be the
squad, too, where
best
the first
best
game
bet.
was a little bit rough from them.
They just
They lost
need
that first
one
4v4
good
engagement,
game
which
with
is
the
never
chicken dinner.
too
That's it.
nice of a feeling. But with Juancho being in, of course, I expect them to have that sort of mental reset early on and being prepared for this Miramar match.
Yeah, let's see what the preparation was like. Because, I mean, these teams already had a week under their belt, right? And they had 2 days off to kind of reset, eat some Brazilian steakhouse dinners,
So
Get a haircut.
Eternity, Furia,
you know,
Inco,
start
and
putting in some work.
Hypers.
So there's no excuses.
So
right now.
Inco
This that-
is already on the
that's a big
7,
part of the
Furia is
tournament,
number
right?
6,
I sometimes give
and
and
each
teams,
7 in the
a little
number
bit of a-
14. Ooh.
an excuse on the first match because
None of them is in the top 5.
and I'll give Juancho one for yesterday because you know what, that was kind of crazy. Is that
Tomorrow
once
is the double
Juancho
the point
comes
for
in,
SLR,
right?
so let's see.
I talked to him.
Okay.
He's like, dude,
Hope for the best.
that was
Thank
my
you so
first
much.
time flying on a plane. You know
Gigi,
what I'm
मैंने
saying?
friend
And there's a big story about that. I don't want to spoil it here. I'll leave it for him to say. Hopefully we can get him
Gigi,
an
मेरा
interview,
friend जरूर
giving his plane
कोई
story
हो
because it's legendary,
तो
right?
बताओ। क्या मतलब समझ
But
नहीं है।
first time on a plane, let's put it this way.
वालेकुम
the
अस्सलाम
boy
ब्लैक
was-
स्टॉर्म जेनी कैसे हो वेलकम टू द
Woo, he
स्ट्रीम
was nervous, you know.
अबे ब्लैक स्टॉर्म तेरा कल तक तो
He said,
मॉड
"I've
था
been
आज
up
मोड
for
तेरा
2
वो
days
मोड कह रहा हूँ
straight."
मेंबर था मेंबर आज खत्म हो गया
On the
अबे
tournament,
यार
and he's like, I didn't
क्या
do too
कह रहे हो
bad. I
ब्लैक
actually
स्टॉर्म
put in some work, which I have to say I agree. So, I want to see what he's able to do when they're fully rested up. Also, obviously, he had a rough match number 1, but Miramar has been the map that they've been putting up some big points
See
on,
one
and the
thing.
game where they actually won a chicken dinner on for the first time. So, hopefully, they can make it happen here.
Yeah, I think Miramar's got the least stress level, I guess you could say, because it's a lot more long range. It's more so kind of just positioning. Let's move around a bit. You're never really forcing yourself into an early game engagement like we saw at Milta Power last game. These teams are really able to work around, and we can see it right now, of course. They're on this northern side, just outside of El Pozo. They're just doing a little looty
Aliyan
kind of
Ali,
stuff,
walaikum
and the squad,
assalam.
they're going to have a spot
Alhamdulillah, मैं भी
potentially
ठीक
of
हूँ
getting
आपने
into the next zone.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
But
ब्रो
unfortunately, with the plane path, I'm interested in seeing if
यार
any
मेरे
teams
साथ कल
like
काम खराब हुआ है
AGG
यार
or Team Liquid opt to maybe
इन
try
अ
to
सेंस कि
rotate in front of
मुझे
Titan.
था यार मैं पॉपुलैरिटी बैटल जीत जाऊंगा
Oh,
उस
boy,
शानी ने
alright, well, let's
लाइक
see if
300 के
that's what's gonna end up
350 के थे
happening
मेरे 700 की थी
Man,
पॉपुलैरिटी
look at that. Yeah,
अब हमने
87
पॉपुलैरिटी मारी नहीं उसका
14th
तीसरे में हार
place
गया
now.
कसम से उसने 900 के
So,
पॉपुलैरिटी करके
Titan Gaming and SLR on the bottom
यार
right
जी
now. That is
Yeah, that's
gotta
some-
hurt.
that's
So
some-
Titan Gaming, SLR, you need to start putting in some work because hey, at 87,
Anyway,
they're coming back, right? They've already had 2
पाकिस्तान से
matches
यहाँ पे ऑप्शन नहीं
back to
आता
back,
वो यहाँ
really
आपको
good
फ्री में मिल
games.
गई
So
It's good,
this is their
man,
double
it's good.
points day. They had the most points in the last game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anything's possible here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was with the double points, but I mean, if you throw out Alpha 7 and Team Liquid, they were essentially in that top
Okay,
2
let's see
for the
I'll
match.
do
So
10
for a
giveaway
squad that
10
had that sort
membership
of
giveaway.
placement, that sort of
And let's
late game
see who will
spots,
get.
not winning the gunfights. It's a really great sign for us to see if on the double points day they're making it into that top 4 range. That's guaranteed points for the most part, and every point's possible in my eyes now.
Yes, sir, indeed. Well, let's see if a miracle is possible, Enigma, right? Because I think a lot of these teams are going to need that. Oh, what'd you see?
I mean, it's not. I was more so thinking, it's not a Christmas miracle. at all.
true.
Where that is months away.
Battery,
So these
how
teams, and
battery
I was kind of
level.
looking at it. Fury was a little
So
bit close to
who
fade. I
got
thought
it?
we were gonna have another crazy NRG split go to it.
राजी तू मेरे को छुट्टी कर चला जा इधर से ना.
Oh boy.
Black
Well,
Storm.
Looking at the map right
There we go.
now,
The guys who
trying
are
to see who
here,
stands out. 9C
they got
stands
it.
out,
मेरे
and
को मिली
Hyper,
नहीं,
they're in a
आपको
good
नहीं मिली, I
position
guess.
because they do land south, right? So land Valle del Mar, and they're going to be
Well,
in a good spot.
Dalpon got it?
Duria's in the same
What
spot.
the F, भाई?
NRG's in a very similar position here.
कौन है ये लोग?
Teams that
इधर
still
तो
are
है भी नहीं, ये
rotating.
डेल्फन तो इधर
Alpha
है भी
7,
नहीं है
right?
भाई.
Alpha 7 are fully on that
अबे
north
असद
side.
तू मेरा
Yeah.
पुत्ती कर भाई.
So
दोनों
they're gonna
अकाउंट्स
be
पे तुझे
late
मिल
to the
गई है.
party. But you know, when it comes to edge play, if anybody could do it, it's them.
नईम
Yeah, we
खान
literally
भाई
saw
आपको
him
मिल
do,
गई
what
है.
was it, 2 if not 3 back-to-back fights of
Night Gaming.
squad,
Uh-oh.
even a 3-man. And I was talking about it earlier, Jigs. Titan Gaming, they rotated a little bit too late. AGG now full swarming the squad of Titan Gaming trying to salvage it. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
VTK
What can they do?
OP.
They're gonna need to salvage it somehow. That nade, oh, almost got a lucky bounce there. Just short. Pedrino gets pieced up a little bit. Cardi C going up to try to finish him off though. Can he do it? Juancho
Kashif
with a
Afridi.
shotgun. Oh, gets the gun switch. No, he does it with the pump.
Ooh.
So he is holding it down. That's how you turn around a fight there. Uh-oh.
Jazakallah.
Pedrino though had his
देखो
eyes
ब्लैक
set on
स्टॉर्म
Red
तुम्हारे
Ox.
लिए मैंने किया तो
1v1. Oh, he hasn't even
You're
got
welcome.
touched yet. And
Wow.
he gets the knock. Oh, Doran gets one though too. That is huge. It's Pedrino gets the world. What can he
BTK
do?
OP आप भी
I
इधर
mean,
ही
for the most
हैं. यार
part,
ये
it was just
बढ़िया
all
वैसे.
about Juancho hitting that
और किसको
1v2
मिला?
situation. Now AGG, they thought they had the upper hand, but it's all going to come
Night
down to
Gaming,
how these
Naeem
fights
Khan,
played out. They were playing a little bit too
Asad,
passive
Kashif,
for Titan Gaming, trying to use
Dalpon,
utility in the last match.
Fan
Now it's going to be a matter
Inspector,
of all about
BTK
gun skills.
OP,
And the UMP
SKF
coming
Gaming,
clutch.
Got him.
Huge win for
Black
the
Storm
Titan
and
Gaming
Sharaz.
squad.
यार
Jeez.
what is this?
Massive win,
Sharazi,
massive
what is
win.
this
He's gonna be able to
game?
get 2 of his players up, so they only lose inactive, and it's Juancho and Doran with 2 eliminations each person.
मोहम्मद
So,
ईसा कैसे हो जानी?
man, I'll tell you what, it's
Bro,
like you have a little bit of
मुझे
a
नहीं
warm-up,
दिया अबे मैं
right?
अबे
They
मैं
seem
कहाँ से
to
दे रहा
just,
हूँ? ऑटोमेटिक
win
है
out
ब्रो.
these fights, and that was a big
ऑटोमेटिक
one
आई विश
against
के
all
मैं
four
चुन
gaming
के दे
because
सकता.
that is one of the
चुन के
teams
वाला
that they
सीन ही
need to
नहीं है.
pass up if they trying to have that, that miracle run towards
मुझे भी
third
दो
place.
मेंबरशिप मैं कहाँ
This
से
is how
दूँ
you do
उस्ताद?
it. On your off days, you
घर
gotta
से
put up
लेके
some
आऊँ
serious
क्या?
points. And
नहीं ये
not a
ऑटोमेटिक
bad
YouTube
start
की
to the
तरफ से
game.
होता है.
Yeah, it can't be just the bonus points you get.
I wish
all
कि
your
जितने यहाँ पे
sort of
बैठे सबको
accumulated
membership
points
मिले,
on,
but,
Titan Gaming, I really can't
ये
stress
YouTube की
enough.
तरफ से.
Juancho
अब
driving
शान को
away
मिल गई.
essentially at
ये
1
देखो.
HP with 2 players.
ये
Trailing,
असद
no
को
support from the squad. And,
दो अकाउंट
I mean,
दोनों
the
पे
pump
इसको मिल गई
shotgun,
है.
I questioned it a lot before, but Juancho making it look good out there and ultimately salvaging the fight. For the
वैसे
team.
आपकी क्रिकेट टीम का क्या
Alrighty, well,
ने क्या कर
salvage
दिया?
was very,
ये
very nice.
गवर्नमेंट
Oh,
बिकी
this
हुई
is
है
it right
उस्ताद.
let's watch this.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Juancho.
यूएसए से हार गया उस्ताद.
Bop.
Ooh.
Boom, one.
Bop.
No
Ooh.
damage
Every shot.
taken. Yeah.
Yeah, he
3
hit
for 3.
every single one. Beautifully done. And then he gets just
Yep.
straight up shot right in the
Oh.
ear. But man,
पर
this
भाई
is a big
कैसे?
1v1
यार मैं
right
क्रिकेट
here.
देखता ही नहीं. मैं तो
And
एंड पे
Doran
वो
gets
सुपर
it,
आवर
so
कोई चल रहा था डिस्कॉर्ड पे
that's what
बैठे
we like
लड़के
to
देख
see.
रहे थे
That's
तो
what we
मैंने
like
कहा
to
यार
see,
क्या
you know,
सीन चल
his
रहा है.
progress
कहते हैं अहमद भाई
and,
ये सीन हुआ.
it
मैं
was a
कहा
little
बढ़ गया
close,
प्रोग्राम फिर.
that's for sure, but they were able to make it out alive.
3 balls
I
पे आई
think
थिंक
it's a
13
big
चाहिए था
confidence
सुपर
boost
आवर
for
में तो मैंने
Juancho
कहा
as
ये
well.
उस्ताद
This
बढ़
being
गया
his
प्रोग्राम.
second
इनसे
day
वैसे कभी कुछ नहीं
on
हुआ.
stage and stuff like that. Obviously, he was the coach for that squad.
मुझे ऐसा
but
क्यों लगता है ये सारा
some of the
रिग्ड है
squads
भाई.
themselves, I mean, they're coming together.
यूएसए की
a
टीम
team,
इतनी
though, that
हैवी नहीं है
definitely
जिससे
needs
ये
to come
हार
together.
जाएं.
Still
You
is
know what I
NRG.
mean? तो
Actually taking a bit of a forcing
you know what I
with
mean.
Death Wolves, Fate getting one, unfortunately getting
एनएफएल
immediately
वाले को क्या
traded.
सीन उस्ताद
There's
कहीं
the
पे
rest
बैठे
of the
आराम से
team,
होल्ड करके
Jukes.
बैठे हो.
Oh, there
ये
they
जितना
are.
होल्ड करेंगे
There they
ज्यादा
are,
बेहतर.
right?
एंड
But
पे
just
ये
a
लोग निकाल
second too
सकते हैं
late,
किल्स
right?
वगैरह
A
ना.
second too late. If they would have been there just a second earlier, he would have gotten that knock and would have been able to support
सदीक
his
पठान
teammate.
कैसे हो?
Oh, what
I
a
miss you
headshot.
इमरान खान 305.
I mean, and we're still looking at just
Bro, I
Mirage
miss
here. J7
Murshad.
is
Why I call him
all the
Murshad?
way
bro.
off in Narnia. Death Wolves getting a reset going on. Obviously, that's going to be a thirst on one of the players, but it's like Fate should have no rights been thirsted in any way. Respect loses this 1v1 as well. It could be disaster, but he's won them all day for
Dude!
the last few days. Now down
What
to
you
just
guys did,
solo.
DWs?
NRG picking up 4, but still just really unfortunate seeing Fate get eliminated like that.
Yeah.
NRG
that's why,
got
we're
4
saying,
elimination
guys,
point
because,
and
you
then
know, at this
they
point,
lose one guy.
If you want
But the
to
thing
see
is,
NRG
E7,
teams
Furia,
like
and
them,
Inco,
right,
they
make it into
those
that
and
top three,
Hyper,
they
those
need to
guys
start
have
playing
like
perfect
double the points.
starting down,
So
you know?
Yeah.
And it's
Furia,
just
Inco,
little
they are
tiny
holding.
mistakes, like literally if the
E7
team
is
was just a
holding
little
and Hypers are
closer,
holding.
they
All the
should
double
all
points
four be
teams are
up,
holding right know.
Yeah.
And they could still make something happen with 3. It's just like, how are you
और
going
भाई
to be
कैसे हैं?
able
मैं
to
ठीक
get
हूँ
to
आप
top
सुल्तान भाई
3 when we see so
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आप
many
सुनो
teams
आप
having
कैसे हो?
crazy games, right? You need to be just having awesome performances every single one. All the bad games that you could afford, you've already
यार
spent them.
वो क्या
That's the
सीन
thing,
हुआ है मुझे
right?
किसी ने कोई
And one
बता
thing
रहा
I
था
like
कि
to
PUBG
note
ने
as
वो
well is it looks
अपडेट
like
दिया
Team
अपडेट के
Liquid's
अंदर वो
honestly
कर दिया
never
है
in an early game engagement they
FPS
focused
कम
on
कर दिए
rotation
हैं
so
व्हाट इज
much.
दैट सीन ब्रो
I mean, they're 4 players up center zone. I feel like it's just a repeat of yesterday of these top squads. If you're playing edge, you're winning those fights like Energy just had with all 4 players up, or you play like Team Liquid where you get an actual power central spot in
let
zone
me see
and then play for that late game.
Yep, that's either one or the other, right? Alpha 7 looking to do the former here as they're starting to press up onto SLR. Oh, I
Wow.
think Titan Gaming could be here for a third party.
I
That
have,
could make things interesting as the next zone heads towards Minas del Valle. Boy on the run. He said, I'm out of here. That's Alpha 7, baby. I don't want none of that.
I have 100
Yeah, I mean, he's
FPS.
completely
it
separated
didn't
from his
cut
squad.
down
Now Alpha 7 sees
but let's see
Titan Gaming.
maybe
They're
मुझे
actually trying to
सॉफ्टवेयर की
surround
अपडेट
it.
करनी पड़े
Titan
उसके बाद
Gaming
देखता
maybe
हूँ
biting
Take
off
off.
too much.
NA
pick and
teams, let's
shoot,
go.
'cause
Yes.
You don't know which squad is SLR and which one's
the
Alpha
best for
7.
them is the
If
hold
you're almost
the
getting beamed like that one bullet.
hold it
needed,
right now the
I don't
maximum
know
they
if he's
can do
boosted yet, getting knocked to the zone. So
Oh, my goodness.
Titan
I
on
mean,
the
Alpha
A
7,
salmon
I
bro he
understand
knows
that
that guy
player's 1 HP. They are
Ooh,
full
the
aggression.
run over
And now if you're the rest of Titan Gaming, you need to say see you later because you know for a fact
oh
it's
the
Alpha
A7's
7. Yeah,
guys are
Wancho,
crazy
I don't want
confidence
none of this. And a quick player loss. That's
All
one thing
4
that you have
guys
to
are
do
alive.
too. In a position like that, when you realize, okay,
If
the third
A7
party's not going to happen, you
Ooh.
got to just take off as safe
no
as
don't
possible.
run
Let's watch this. Influence Rage versus Be Bold in the blue zone. Federal tries to get a first aid off. Ooh, gets shot by David. Be Bold. Coming in strong here. Law just out of this fight. Forced to just watch here. Oh, actually just gets some good shots from the outside. And he catches
Oh.
Reyes. That was a big one.
he's dead
Yeah, but the
he's
issue
dead
is
he's
still
dead he's
separated.
dead
Diego
he's
in the
dead
1v1. We did see him. There was Miramar. It was in one of these buildings against N Hyper hitting the clutch shot.
just on the
Was able to
point oh
reset
be
it.
bold
It's not going to be enough. Too many angles. The Overwatch.
Be
can't
bold
help
guys are
Logics,
like
and maybe it must have
crazy.
been Influence Rage on rotation, getting caught out by Be Bold. I'm not too sure what happened, but unfortunately, a squad that seemed to have a decent game one fall in trouble to Be Bold.
And if they hear this nade, they're going to send it on him. Law needs to leave. Like, Law needs to just turn around and run. I mean, but at the end of the day, what can you do, right?
Ooh.
Maybe he's trying to make a play for his squad. Here he goes with a pop out. Uh-oh, he needs to wait. Lorenzen needs to wait just a couple seconds for his squad mates. They're here, and now...
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice, man. Nice.
But
I like
great
it. Nice.
teamwork there from Be Bold. Able to take
Nice.
down Influence Rage.
He actually tried
Yeah,
really
hopefully we'll be
good.
able to get the reset, get
One
at least
knock
13
and 1
players
0
alive and
HP.
into the next zone. The
That's
issue,
a
of
that's a
course,
good
is
play from
with
the
this getting into
INF
later
guys.
stages, we're talking stage 3 now.
But
going
people
into
lose
stage
one
3,
guy and
zone's
they
only gonna
got
go up in terms of damage.
4
So you gotta
elimination
start
in their
working,
hand.
and oh wow, I'm kind of liking that spot.
Furia
Let's
and
see,
9Zs
too many
are fighting
players
right
up
here.
on top of the, what is that, like the water tower? But
Wait,
I mean, they're trying to
how
rain
the hell
down
he
on
got
Team
up to the
Liquid
water
with it.
tower?
Yes, they are up on top of that little silo right there. Choco going to be pushing up onto Team Liquid.
Wow.
The
Bold
9Z to the
decision
Furia,
here.
bro.
Bold decision. And I think this is the reason why 9Z is in 12.
The
versus
least
Team
favorite
Liquid
team
first.
fighting with
Because
the
you wanna
top
avoid
number
this
1
one.
team
Like,
right now.
this isn't too much setup.
Ooh, the
At the
N-Hyper
same
guy,
time,
one guy's
this is
got
a
knocked
very
from the
dominant
mini, so
position. The
it
zone's
might be
already
from the
shifted.
far.
See that? And now
Yeah.
you got to move. So you either commit to this fight or leave. And what is going to be their decision?
I mean, they're looking to fight.
He's knocked.
Unfortunately,
He's gonna
Simpson's
get
never
knocked.
gonna
He's
be
gonna get
coming
knocked.
down on that tower
He's gonna get
anytime
knocked. I
soon.
knew
So
that.
Team
I
Liquid,
knew
mean,
that.
if they catch you off guard like this, it's still just a 3v3
The
at the end
second
of the day.
he was like holding
He's
from that
fighting his
position, I knew that he's
teammates,
gonna
and
get knocked.
with the zone shift, I'm
Guy on the
completely
top?
agreeing
How?
with you, Jukes. They should have just backed up and just let Team Liquid be forced.
साथ
to
ये तो
rotate
क्लासिक
and do
खेल
it.
रहे हैं
Now,
सीधे तीसरे
if you're
में.
giving them the 1v1s, it's not even a 1v1, it's 3 versus 1. Simple.
Ooh.
Not even gonna get a shot
Just
off.
gotta
I
watch.
told you guys. I told you
He
guys.
just has to sit there and watch as his team just gets picked
They
off
are number
one by
one team for
and
a reason.
He's about to go down to the blue zone if he's not
A7
careful.
versus.
Yeah.
I want to see the
Nice
A7
shot there
versus the
from
N-Hyper game.
from across
Ooh,
the way.
2 knocks
Catches
from the
Ayala.
N-Hyper. And the
Be
7
bold.
is
Yep, what'd I
1,
say?
2
Right, you
knock.
take this fight, you're gonna get third party. Be bold here.
Reset,
Ready to take
reset,
everybody
guys.
out.
Reset.
Team
And
Liquid's
Hyper,
upset 'cause
reset,
they're
bro.
like, why did 9Z even push us at this point?
2
you know?
knock.
But I mean, or it could be a
No.
dedicated play, right, from 9Z to try to
Ooh.
take out Team Liquid. See what happens though. Is Cheap. Oh my gosh, gets one. Put him down to 1 HP. Gun switch. Are you kidding me? I was like, how is he still up?
Yeah, that was way too long of a fight, but now it's just Cardozo, and unfortunately, they kind of have an idea as well. A few nades already primed. 1 second left. He's not in it, though. Gotta throw it on the outside, but I mean, it's only a matter of time. They're still simple on top of the silo and stuff like that. We're actually seeing, I believe it's a Furia player down below on this east side as well. So all these players, they're kind of just
didn't
holding
even
each
show
other in
that
blue
fight.
zone, hoping for, what is that, 1 or 2 points? I'm not liking the spot at all.
Yeah, Cardosen, last player up for Team Liquid. Just try to hang on here. I don't know if, yeah, he's got good coverage, but
man.
yeah, it's only a matter of time. Simple still up on top. That little silo right there. He's big, chilling. Keeping an eye on everything. Sees Furia moving. He's got tons of sight lines, but what are you going to do? How are you even going to get down? Then I bet they're getting caught. And he
Dude,
actually
my
goes down
heart
the play
is
zone.
pounding right now. Like,
No points there. And Hyper getting eliminated. So they are done for. Another rough
come on,
game
guys.
for
I
their
have
double
so
point
much
day.
hope on you guys.
And we're going to keep an eye on Simple right here. He's looking down sights, but
I
the zone
sold
is
my
closing.
kidney to
The
put
zone
money
is
on
starting
you
to
guys,
close.
and
You
you
gotta get
guys
moving here.
didn't even perform.
Yeah, I think he gets knocked if he tries
Seems
to jump
like I have
off
to
from
get
the
it.
whole top side. There are the, I guess, pilings that connect to the ground.
In
That's
the
how he
team.
got up there in the first place. But Cardosen, I mean, he's staring at every single one. He's got nothing else to look at. There's no way you get this player in. But Be Bold, they opted to rotate completely around. And unfortunately, they're going to have to start working into Alpha 7 of all teams.
Let's see what happens here as Titan Gaming get eliminated. Ooh, yeah, 5 eliminations, but they ended up going out early. So that's going to be all the points they're going to get there. Meanwhile, Cardosen is still up.
Guys,
And
you
I think
could
he took
at
down-
least
yes,
hold the
he
position
actually
and get
gets the
this some point
confirmation
for the
on
position.
a Simple. This is revenge play at its best.
Yeah, and I mean, he's the player where he could pull a 1v2 like this. Elite's giving him way too much breathing room. Obviously, no frag grenades, but he sees it coming. It's not going to do any good, any harm for him. But for 9Z, I mean, you're almost just hoping Furia takes him out because I don't see him ever winning this 1v1, unfortunately.
The only way I would allow this is if 9Z just said, you know what, we just want to stop Team Liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally the only thing that makes sense. If they thought that that was the best thing to do for them, they were just completely wrong. It was just a bad fight to take in general. Meanwhile, Alpha 7, all 4 up on the west side of the map, looking good.
I know the
And
A7s are
still
OP,
up as
guys,
well.
but
These guys, I'm telling you, when it comes to position,
I think the
they
guys
know
get
what they're
panic or
doing. They always seem
whatsoever.
to last
Something
with all 4
happened
up in the end game.
with the team. Even though the
20
last
seconds on the
match,
clock,
they
zone about
could
to pop. This is
easily
game
have
5,
that,
so the zone
save his
is gonna
guys and have
definitely
that kill.
sting here. And Cardosen, I'm telling you, this Team Liquid team, they just don't go out easy. They just do not go out easy.
Yeah, I'm expecting him if
Leech,
9Z was to, you know, take that fight. I see him winning it, but just gonna stop in the open. And this is kind of one of those plays, too. Like, why even stop?
No way.
Here?
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
just
I'm
keep
like,
driving.
no way he's going to take those shots.
Oh,
That
but
would have been crazy.
he's looking for him. He's trying to take that 1v1,
Saw him.
but Cardosen, I mean,
saw
he's
him.
kind of one of those players where he could hit a 90 on you. Oh, 1v1 situation.
Nice!
Free fire, but nice
Ooh,
shots.
wow!
He got headshot.
Oh! Oh!
He's just better. That's all he wanted to do. That's all he wanted to do. You don't care if he goes out. He's going to go out to blue zone. He's going to go out to blue zone 100%.
Dude, you miss out
I
so.
would have loved to see him just stand up and just
Yes.
stare
Just
down.
look at the hug
Like,
now,
yes.
guys.
there's nothing else you could do.
Oh my gosh. Utter domination right there. That's what I'm talking about. I think at this point, at lunchtime, 9Z has to make Team Liquid's plates. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, you're cleaning up after me. You're making the beds. I mean, you're doing it all out of game at this point because he just
I will
absolutely
predict
made you,
that's
you know, his pet for the day, I guess you could say. Hitting a
Yeah.
90-degree double headshot.
Raw
to
number
you,
one.
What do you even say to that?
A7 number 2.
What do you say? What do you say? All you gotta say is
For the
ouch
chicken?
if you're on the side of
Yeah.
9Z.
And,
but, man, that's how you do it right there. 87 on top of the hill.
E7 number
Fine.
3.
They're gonna have a lot of sight lines here. So let's see what
E7
they can
number 3.
do.
Let's see.
As NRG, you're gonna be cross.
Walaikum assalam. Imtiaz bhai, kaise ho?
Deblim. Yeah, full.
I want to see like
Trying to
at
get-
least
oh,
E7
yeah.
get the
Whoa.
chicken dinner, you know?
Oh, not able to hit them though.
I say
Meanwhile,
double the points, you know?
Revo putting in some work on Furia. Kayovsky getting knocked out as well.
Ooh.
Alpha 7. Yeah, this is on that west side,
You
northern
think
west
at
side.
the
and
elimination
that is gonna
point or
be
not yet?
it, just
E7.
like that. So Revo taking out another player. And yeah, Furia gone. Team Kessel in the mix here. Alpha 7 gonna have to continue this fight. Oh, and the sight line.
Ooh.
Tight peaks, but nice trade
Nice.
there from Silence.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it was just
That's
a
called the cover,
dismemberment
man. That's
on
called the
area,
cover.
But it was a 4v4
Let's see your mind game. Let's see.
with Team Queso now, and getting the opening knock silence, really saving it for the squad. Now it looks like losing a player, but all these teams now, they're just on the edge of
A7-2 knock.
7 and stuff to start getting pod shotted down.
Dude,
You lose a lot of
402
HP or
points.
jukes, you're going to be getting thirsted immediately.
They are moving back
Immediately.
and
Carrillo
covering their
throwing some
guys.
nades, trying to buy some time. And look at this, right?
He
Even
gonna
though
get
they're
knocked.
down,
Finish. He
they're
gonna.
not out completely yet. Oh, but that shot right there is gonna knock down Carrillo. Mafioso's too far away to help out. I just want to see him hit that AWM shot one time. We need to see a bolt action headshot at least
Will he
once.
save his teammate or not, or he's just going for the position? I think he's just going for the position.
Like, just bring out the bolt action again. Something
Come on.
old school.
Oh, no, he's
easy
just going
going.
for the
And I know
position.
you're always a fan of snipers and stuff like
My
that. You were
favorite thing to
discussing-
watch.
And the big thing, which I loved, your recommendation for this was the idea of any bolt action. If it's a knock player, it should be an immediate thirst.
I agree. I agree.
I say raw.
We're talking a big
And,
bullet. Like, come on, it's a sniper. Just give me the full knock at that point.
It should be, yeah, because the thing is, behind trees, if you get a knock with a bolt, they have enough time to, like, actually get back behind cover. And that's why so many of these players opt for that M4, because they can confirm that thirst before he goes back behind cover, you know? And, yeah, I think it definitely needs to happen because we don't see enough bolt actions here. But Entity 7 getting knocked out. Here we go,
Wow.
Rolls of War on the push now. Gonna go ahead and get that first aid off first. Buy a little bit of time. Oh, maybe a little miscommunication. Aragod runs out by himself. Maybe they called the push and they stayed back healing. Little mistakes like that, little miscommunications could cost you big time.
Yeah, and that's the difference between these squads around that end part of the leaderboard and stuff like that. A little too over aggressive for the most part. And Entity 7, I think the main
E7 one
opponent's
knock
gonna be
finish.
Franco here on that off angle. Royals of War, their back is to the zone. All they have to do is hit the shots at this point. But we're seeing a lot of these vehicles, Jukes. A lot of them aren't blown up. They're already smoking. If you're hugging it, I mean, you don't even have to hit the player at that point. You could just be blowing up the buses left and right.
I don't know.
See what
E7
happens
guy have a
here.
really
This
good
could be a
position at
battle
this
on
point in the
edge.
shack.
Franco is looking in this direction. Rolls of War.
For the
have high
A7, not the
ground.
E7.
Be
A7.
bold. Look like they're
Ooh.
here, but they are not.
Roll
They're
of
way too
War,
far
one
away.
guy is
They're all the
knocked.
way down. Oh, but Tonko ran out in
Ooh.
the open.
Wow.
And even from
B
down
ball
in the
got.
valley,
Ooh.
another player taken out, and that is just gonna hurt big time. So Colgoat gonna be running through some smokes here, gonna challenge Franco. Can he hit the shots?
He's feeling the
does a
pressure.
turn, gets one. Gun swaps through the smoke, and had the sight line looking pretty good here, but Franco.
Finish.
Those crouches, get that nice headshot. Can he get one? He goes for one. Can he get two?
Ooh.
Oh, 1 HP. Colgoat survives.
Yeah, I mean, for the
Ooh,
most part, I like
there
that.
we go.
Yeah,
B-Bold
Bold,
just,
but
got that
all
kill.
Happening. B-Bold was able to just full sprint up the mountainside. 9 eliminations to the squad. David actually having, what is that, 6 eliminations to his name
Yes.
alone. NRG holding the south side as well. Now taking pod shots at B-Bold.
So all the
These
double the
teams,
point
they
teams
all
are
opted
gone.
to fight on the mountain, and unfortunately, looks like no one's gonna be winning that fight.
Yeah, you can see Silence there, just laying down, just trying to put some pop shots and take somebody out.
See
You
the
know, they have
A7
a
guy
good
is still
position.
there.
At this
Walaikum
point, just
salam.
trying to get
Isar
some
kaise ho?
eliminations. Mafioso still alive for Alpha 7. 9 eliminations
Jeez.
this team has. I mean, I'm telling you, these guys just somehow always
He's
stay
just
up no matter
holding
what.
that shack, man.
Hey, NRG
Oh.
still alive here. I'm telling you, when it comes to Miramar, they could definitely put up some points here. They had a good game against Titan.
Be
Gaming.
bold. That guy
yesterday.
has a 6
Yeah,
elimination
trying to
point. The total
replicate
team
that,
is
you know,
like
maybe
9
with the
elimination.
Top 3 finish. They're in a top 5 position, but they only have 2 players up. They're gonna have to make something happen here.
Yeah, I mean, 7 eliminations in the squad. They're looking to maybe at
Ye
least
rahe
pin
ab.
down Team Queso for the time being.
वो
But
देखा,
the
बात
main
सही
issue
है.
is going to be
वो
this
भी यही कहती
old
थी.
solo. He could be peeking over at any time and just raining disaster. Malaz is actually going to be kind of trying to eye that. But in terms of best spots, I'm loving SLR's position. They
SLR,
kinda just
3
full
guys
sent
still
the
alive.
shack. They got
TQ's
zone
3
blessed
guys
with it
still
too.
alive.
So with them being a 3-man, all these teams have lost players early
You
on.
know,
and
there is a
with
guy.
this kind of spread of the
Ooh.
map, the lay of the land, a lot of these teams could still
Nice.
be losing 1 or 2 players in the next zone.
Yeah, it's totally possible. Let's see what happens. Who's gonna win this game? Like you mentioned, SLR dead center. This next circle will be the last shift that we'll see. And Koi, man, put in some work in that last game. He's got his eyes set on Team Castle. And that's
Still,
the
man,
thing
that's
that,
good.
You know,
Good position for the
NRG
A7.
and Team Queso, they have their eyes set on each other. They can't even really
Mhm.
look down. They can't cross that mountain enough to really see them. So it's gonna be tough. Actually, I think Milos may have.
What you
seen
guys
it,
think?
so
Who will win this
they
match?
have some sight lines, but SLR under full coverage
I
right
कैसे
now.
है लियाकत
It's
अली
anyone's
ने
game.
किक और
Oh, the
Oh!
nades, the long nades, all the way from the mountaintop. Team Kessel throwing out those
साले
smokes.
कौन से वाली
They're
यही
not
कहते
doing-
हैं?
No way, they are full sending this. Here they go, M2M making the bold push, and they get there. SLR gonna have to make something happen.
It's just the one though. I mean, White LG here.
Is he gonna throw the nade or molly?
Go for the shots. The molly comes in, but unfortunately, M2M
Dude,
gets
he
knocked
finishes
immediately. And it
that
looks like the
teammate
Overwatch
from
as
the
well.
TQ.
Queso got knocked. So even though it's just the solo jukes, SLR is still hanging on at the shack.
They might be able to get into a top 2 position because now it's only one player. It's just Milos, but the nades are coming out. You got to watch out for being in the shack. But he doesn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I mean,
DQ
you
guys
gotta
are
pick the
look.
battles at some point.
Come
Jason,
on,
for the
that's
most part,
stupid.
It looks like NRG is still supporting the other NA squad. Team Queso fully pinned down, but the Be Bold player, he's still up. I mean, he has an opening side of the shack on his end, so a lot of these players could still get caught out, but oh my goodness. 1 HP, Team
Nice
Queso
shot.
not being able to connect it fully, but I mean, the damage is done at that point.
Yeah, Milos needs to be very careful here. It's going to be hard for him to survive this because he does not have a position at all. The zone is going to start closing any second now. The zone's going to go down to nothing.
NRG
this could be
guys
an
are
SLR win, but NRG is going to have
edge
to make
of the
something
zone.
happen. But don't count on Be Bold just yet. David is a problem by himself. 6 eliminations.
Jeez.
This man's been a one-man army. Oh, and did he have what did he have? Okay, I thought I saw something else for a second. Oh yeah, down south. You see that AWM in the. Can we see a last-second snipe? That'd be insane.
I mean, he's got the angle, but Milos isn't really giving SLR the time to peek. He's just taking pod shots, and I'm not even sure if Milos will be able to make it into the next zone. He's just outside of it. And for the
Now
most
these
part,
guys
if you're
are
either
just
duo of
holding, and this
SLR
guy
and
know there
NRG,
is a
you're
guy over
praying
there.
to God, that either of these solos gets
You have to
eliminated
peek,
because
Fire,
push onto the
peek,
shack,
fire,
it's
peek,
gonna be
fire,
a
peek,
task
fire,
to deal
because that
with
guy is
itself.
not in the
You don't
zone.
want any sort
Oh,
of side
NRG is
shots
just
from
full
that.
sending on that
Right,
guy.
You don't want none of that work right now. I'm looking at the
Ooh.
map as we see Team Queso eliminated, so that angle is gone. David should have a good sight line now. Let's see what happens as Malaz is trying to find some more angles. Maybe he was even
Oh,
looking
did
for
he see
some
that?
loot.
Did he see that?
Throws a smoke out. Does he see that? He does.
Oh,
Sees him wide on the open. Gotta hit those shots. David hitting the salsa.
Ooh.
Able to get that
Ooh.
lay down and gets
no.
the knock. Are you
Dude.
kidding me?
oh, that's an absolute throw, David. I mean, he's just putting on a clinic right now at
That's
the M4.
awesome
If
gameplay,
you're
man,
NRG, I
from the
really
B-Boy.
question why you're stopping in the open, but you're having to have J7 peek over. You're in the dead sight lines of SLR. 1
Oh!
HP. Amazing win out of SLR, but you really got to question what NRG is doing in that situation because Be Bold should not have
Be Bold
had
is
that
open, man.
knocking
This
pull
is man of the
whatsoever.
match is Be Bold guy.
That was crazy.
And man,
David
the man
got
of the
given
match
a
guy
given,
is the
man.
Be
What
Bold
a
guy.
play towards the end. He was outclassing so many teams. I mean, the guy
Yeah.
almost
I
took out
thought
two squads
SLR
all by
guys are
himself.
gone, like completely
That's the
gone.
whole idea is, you know, any
The way they
player
got the
in this
chicken
lobby, if
dinner
they're feeling it,
is
they're able to
amazing.
Really have those pop-off performances. We're talking Malaz in a buggy, fully smoked, getting essentially triple headshotted out of it. Taylor, I really got to get your kind of
Told you
mind out
SLR
because
though.
I'm still kind of baffled why NRG in the first place even went over there.
It's confusing getting it. I think this was a game of bad positioning as a whole, man. And you can even go all the way back to the very start, or even a little
That
bit
was
further than
literally
excuse me, but it's
Be
like
Bold's
9Z,
like,
pushing at one point, right? Pushing a
The
combo.
chicken, but
Doing so,
They
they
throw it
leave
out.
Simple on the tower, who should have had an impact, but
not throw it out, but that guy's
they
like
just don't take the bait.
have
They
like
push
8
out. They
elimination in a
understand
match.
this
That's a
Overwatch.
man of a
And by
match,
the
you know.
way, before I even get too deep into that Wancho, Hot
Oh,
Juice.
yeah.
I wanna
Wancho
see
in
what
this
happened to
play,
the
perfect plays
and Harpers.
perfect shots ultimately shut down, but Titan Gaming still wins that early fight, and that was very early against AGG. All 3 survived, so they end up pushing out. Wancho hitting shots like that gives me great faith. Titan Gaming, they can be cool, they can be serious. They don't get the best placing, but that was still good to see.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, man.
This
He's
one?
the best coach. the best coach that
This guy
can
throw
play,
it out.
You know, out of all the coaches
From
in this
here,
game.
B
So
balls
I'm telling you, Juancho
to the
he definitely hits
influencer
those.
range.
And I'll tell you another person that hits
And then
those.
coming up right here.
David from
Yes.
B-Bold, right, Taylor?
Yes, B-Bold was on fire. David at the end especially was incredible. And B-Bold started showing their great teamwork against Influence Rage. This is the Team Liquid fight, though. I cannot believe Chief even had a chance in this fight against B-Bold. He switches to a secondary. He still almost wins. Just a sliver of health. I think if he connects shots, B-Bold is dead to rights.
NRG
In that
guy,
game,
sorry,
Team
NRG
Liquid
guy just missed
would
out.
survive. But that's where the
Not official
B-Bold
though.
kind of rally started there, and ultimately ended up finishing incredibly strong. B-Bold was just on
And
fire.
happened
The long
disconnected
shots.
again?
This shot though had you
What
guys
happened?
losing your mind.
What's happening? Is
Enigma.
there devices
I mean,
or
if you're losing the
something
1v1,
else?
you had the first, what was it, 15 shots out of the clip on him.
That's
He's
right,
not
yeah.
even looking at you, and then he just holds the spray down and just puts you down. So if you're losing it like that, that's a
A7
real
always
double
play
blow. And
aggressive, but
honestly,
that's the point. Like he
kinda
always got
question what you even
good
do
points.
as a team after that, seeing your teammate kind of just get bodied in the open.
That was Cardozo, by the way, getting the last laugh against 9Z. I know they were pissed. They were
Dude,
being
check
held,
out
or at
this
least
one.
That push even started that allowed them
E7?
to get third party ultimately by B-Bold a little bit later.
Right here.
Team Liquid not happy with
And
that.
here
although
coming
still
the-
pushing. Okay, 9th place, 5 eliminations, but they always want to do better.
From the
than
back,
of Alpha
he's
7.
gonna
What a
get shot
stellar
from the
game.
back,
Fifth
and there we
place,
go.
9 eliminations for
B-Bolds
themselves.
guys
That
are
was
coming
not
from the
eight.
back. That's the
Now,
only
this
one guy
play,
is coming.
you know, Alpha 7 is
Ooh,
chilling
that
in the
nade,
shed.
man.
They're taken down. Now,
This
was
is-
when
this is
SLR
the
gets
wrong-
pushed once again.
wrong push
Hachuk's
from
team
the
Queso
TQ guys.
pushes aggressively. It ultimately ends up being their demise. Winner team's going to learn you can't push SLR. It was in Hyper earlier, and then Team Queso.
SLR is just too good. You got to learn your lesson at this point, right? When they're center zone, don't come knocking, right? I don't know what to say. Now, you know what? I will give it up to Team Queso.
Dude,
think
I
considering where they're
respect that
at,
kind
on
of,
the
like,
leaderboards, they needed to do something bold. So I
The
like
hold
the fact
on,
that we
the
see
12
something,
point, that's a
even
good
though it's
point.
not like
16
the
points for
safest
the
play,
NRG.
I'd like to see
NRG
some
guys,
more
like,
craziness, you know what I'm saying?
easy, man.
Progression's all right. I mean,
15
just like
point
in
for the
Hyper
B-Bold
pushing
guys.
SLR
That's
just
a
last
good
game
one.
or an hour ago. I thought it
15
was an
points.
okay play. It just wasn't
Who got
executed
the- no-
the best.
nobody
Team
got the
Queso,
double
though,
the
made
point.
an attempt.
The
You
only
gotta
eternity
respect
got
that.
like the 4 point. That's the double the
SLR
point, and
getting a rare W
yeah, Furia got the double the
over there
point.
in first
That's
place.
it.
Granted, only 2 eliminations, but still taking home those 12 points. And they're happy with that. NRG Galaxy second place.
Wanna see what's the
Consistency
Inco
was
points
the
are right
key.
now.
And we talked about in pre-show, right? 55 points yesterday. They're looking to replicate that success
That's always
today.
prefer
Continue
the
to
good
move
one.
up the
Yeah, yeah,
standings. Be
definitely.
bold. Had a stellar performance, finishing off in third with 15 eliminations. Love their fights. It started with Influence Rage.
One thing,
moved on to
even
Team
though in the
Liquid,
classic
and then
matches,
continued even further.
I
David,
learned
though,
if
hitting
you
those
hold it
wonderful
till the
shots,
end,
you gotta give him credit where
you
credit
always
is due.
get
9
some
through
kill
16,
points.
though,
Even though in the
not
classic,
looking too pretty. Titan
in the
Gaming,
top
really
20,
the game
if
of
you have a
what could
0
have
kill,
been. Wancho
and
hits
suddenly you
2
are getting like
wonderful
4,
pump
5,
shots. He
6
doesn't
kills
miss,
easily,
but
easily.
ultimately Titan Gaming would fall earlier.
That-
than
that's
they
the big
wanted. We
thing,
look
you know?
at overall, Team Liquid will gain some more points along with Alpha 7. I tell you what,
Team Liquid
Enigma,
424
that gap between
points.
TL and Alpha
Dude,
7 is starting to close a bit.
DWs are
Yeah, I mean,
300s
it's only,
almost.
under 20 points and stuff like that now, but it's
Team
like you
Liquid
said,
and Alpha
top
7s are like
broadcast. Both of those teams are in a
OP.
class of their own. It's just a battle of, which of the Goliaths are really going to come out on top. But at the end of the day, I still see both of them making on to
I don't know what's gonna happen
that
with
next
the-
portion, I guess you could say, of
with
these
the Unhappy
tournaments.
to-
But
by end of
we're
today.
seeing it near the bottom.
I really
of the
want them
leaderboard.
to
Fury and
have
Inco,
at
both of the
least
squads that
Yeah.
are having sort of those double points,
two
that
chicken
bonus
dinner.
points
At
day,
least 2
actually
chicken
moving
dinner.
down the leaderboard.
Yeah, tough to see Hot Juice.
So they can
because
come in the
Furia
top
moved
5s.
up right above that of Team K, so they were just behind Influence Rage. Now they are back down where they started the day in 7th place, just above that of Inco Gaming. They've kind of been neck and neck, whether it be 1.3 points, but Team Queso will move on up, looking like a front runner to break into top 3.
Yeah, it's totally possible, but I'm telling you,
209 points
Eco
for
need to have a
the
crazy day today. Like they
in
really
Hypers.
need
They have
to,
to.
because this is their opportunity. This is their double points day. All the teams above them have been very consistent here, and if they
Alpha
want to
7,
get
they
that
will get
last
they will
third
get
place
the
spot,
to 1 position.
they're
They're
gonna need to do it.
I think,
Here and now, because I'm starting to get a little bit nervous for them because we're already 2 games in, and every single one of these games they don't put up points.
Sunday
it
is
hurts
their
big time.
double the
B-Bold and
points. So
NRG
when they
Galaxy
got the
move
double
up
the
a
points, they
couple
will be on the
spots. Well
top
done
list.
from them. It makes sense that B-Bold and NRG Galaxy continue to move up. Their consistency is there, more so for NRG Galaxy, but that last game for B-Bold
Tomorrow is
very impressive.
Team Liquid.
And
They are the double the
showcasing
point
again
tomorrow.
why B-Bold is in conversation from time to time, from map to map, right? And I just want to put something in the ear of everybody out there in chat. When it comes to double points, it's highly impactful. We see a total of 4 days of double points, right? 4 out of the 5 days of competition, week in and week out. But realistically and truthfully, the
That's
teams
okay. Like
themselves,
the thing
each
is, you got the
individual
2
team
kills,
only
but
has
on the other
3
side you
double
get 10
point
points
saves
for
throughout this tournament.
the
Okay?
positioning.
And 1 double point
for
they
the
have
chicken
has
dinner.
already been burned through. And I know there are many teams who were not happy with their double
Listen up.
points.
Sometimes you
Today
don't
is
need the kill.
second
Sometimes you
double point
just
day
need the
for
chicken
Group
dinner,
A. They
and
only
that
have
boosts
one
up your
remaining after
confidence.
this.
That's
This
the
is
main
where you
thing.
have
अगर
to
आपका
cover
confidence
ground
ज़्यादा होगा तो
on
you
the
can like
standings.
literally
if you're
try
in
harder in the next
Furia,
one.
E7 in Hyper, you've got 4 more maps to make a difference. Let's see you do it, because you're only going to get one more opportunity next week, and that is it. But 2 maps down, we've seen an Erangel, we've seen a Miramar. We're about to head back into Erangel, where we started off the day. Maybe a chance for Furia and E7 to showcase what they're made of. And I would love to see Team Liquid and Alpha 7 perform as they did in map 1, because if they do, I'm going to lose my mind once again. Well, we got Zarpatch on site with Cardozan from Team Liquid to break down their game
Shani,
1
कैसे हो?
win. Zarpatch,
What's
what
my
does
favorite
Cardozan have
team?
to say?
And Hypers.
Match 1 has come and gone. I'm here with Cardosin from E7. They are the winners of the match. I need a stare. This guy is... Anyways, right, Cardosin. Again, you guys are playing amazing. Ajala is beating every Latam team whenever he sees one. And you guys are in the top of the lead. Vocês estão batendo todo mundo. A Ajala está jogando muito bem. Vocês estão em primeiro topo na lista. Como você está se sentindo?
Estou me sentindo muito bem.
किसी को
Nossa
समझ आई?
equipe está muito
नहीं, मुझे भी नहीं समझ आई.
bem também. A gente está confiante e é isso.
We're feeling good. We're feeling confident. That's it. There's not much else to say. Bro, after this match, how do you feel? I mean, it looks like you're going for the championship. I know that's your objective, but how do you feel about it? Como vocês acham que vocês vão ficar campeões? Eu sei que esse é o objetivo de vocês, mas com esse desempenho que vocês estão tendo, como você acha que são a oportunidade de você ficar de primeiro?
Se continuar nessa pegada, dá sim para ser campeão, que é o nosso objetivo. Mas a gente é muito pés no chão, vamos jogar queda após queda, dia após dia, até o último dia.
Feet on the ground, and we are doing well. That's our objective, to be the champions, but day after day. Let's go day after day. They're doing great.
Okay.
Please stop killing Latin
Why
America.
not to perform what happened?
Let's go back to you guys.
Yeah, I want to see what happened with those guys. Let's see. This was really good. Like उनको पता था कि he's inside. But that was एक इधर इन्होंने निकाला और एक लास्ट बंदा मारा बस उस्ताद. That was a good. ये कौन सी लैंग्वेज है? He was speaking Spanish. So the E7s are from Brazil. I think they're from Brazilian team. 7. Yeah, they're A7. Sorry, A7s are Brazilian. And E7s are from Chile. Ooh. 5 teams from the Brazil, so that's why it's happening in the Brazil. Influencer range, Furia, Inco, Death Wolves, A7 and Team Liquid. They are from the Brazil. And then PQ and E7, they are from the Chile. Even though 9C is from also Chile. Yeah, right here, I don't know what happened to the other guy. Maybe he got disconnected, so that's why. Mexican almost speaks. They only speak Spanish, bro. Some of them only speak English. Everybody speaks Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bienito. I know almost all the language a little bit. Nioma, Wangha. You know the best one to say in Chinese? If you meet any Chinese a girl, not a guy, you can say Ni hao piao liya and thank me later. It's not a bad word. It's a good word. साउथ अमेरिका में कौन सी कंट्री आप विजिट करना चाहते हो? Mexico, Mexico, and Chile, and yeah, those are the country I want to visit. Why not? Whoopi, what's up, Whoopi? Whoopi, welcome to the stream. Tehseen Fatima, कैसी हैं? Welcome to the stream. Did you? So what happened? नहीं गालियां नहीं है. Niha Piolia means you look beautiful. Whoopi, tell me what happened. How much you see you spent and how many things you got? I don't know why. Oh, why I'm getting stressed? Like, why I'm getting the goosebumps? Even though you had the, the crate opening.
Stands 49Z.
I wanna like
and that's gonna be hard to deal with if
check.
teams start doing that.
I haven't opened my game
so
from
this
yesterday.
is an interesting conversation, Enigma, because 9Z they're on the battlefield. They can do as they please as a team. They can push any team that they want to push, right? So they decide to push or at least hold for a while Team Liquid, and I think they're really waiting for their player on tower to get an opening pick or some opening damage, right? So Team Liquid to kind of make a mistake. That doesn't happen. So 9Z's like, okay, well, we got to push the building. I mean, you think Team Liquid actually gets upset about that 9Z trying to fight them on the battlefield, or is that in poor taste from 9Z's perspective?
I think for the most part, I gotta see why 9Z pushed it for the most part. They actually had the opening knock and thirst onto the Team Liquid squad. That's why they were a 3-man in that building. But the issue is afterwards, if every player stands like ducks in the water in their same exact spots, Team Liquid doesn't have to move anywhere. And then you see 9Z start to struggle. They start to really kind of squirm around the building. And all
I got everything legendary and mythic.
Cardozo hitting those shots around the building in the smoke.
No, I need the ultimate.
Really
Did you open the?
Don't know what you're doing.
Open the crate from the side.
9Z just stagnant. They didn't really know what to do in that play, and that's something we've been talking about. Hot jukes from some of the teams in the some of the 16 teams competing.
You haven't got a single ultimate. Not even the dress.
Up, and maybe that's a lack of IGL leadership. Maybe that's a lack of experience, but. Just tough to see. I really hope 9Z fixes that going into game number 3. Watch out for Alpha 7. They're about to be on fire. Hey, the PMSL pass is active today to the 30th of June. There's a message pinned at the top of chat with the code and a link. Redeem the code with the provided link to earn 20 points in the new PMSL pass event and be that much closer to earning the Dark Arch Gentleman set and Dark Legend UMP 45. Chat, let us know. Who is going to take the victory in map number 3? Erangel, will it be the usual suspects?
That's
or will
Anhyper.
another team rise up from the depths of the leaderboard? Hot Jukes Enigma,
I got
take
4
it away.
material as well.
Let's get it going. We're back at Erangel. All right, things should be business as usual
That's
here
good.
for these teams. It's a battle for third place, like I said, at this point, unless I see something.
No, Mexican doesn't have that.
It has to be something
Cowboys.
unreal.
All
from
boys
the
are
other
in
teams,
the
Enigma.
in the
And
Texas,
you gotta see
US,
Team Liquid
and in
Alpha
Canada.
7 just completely fall
I
off.
have a lot of
And
like in Calgary we have a
how
lot
they're
of
playing today,
Cowboys.
That don't look like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we would have kind of seen signs of that if maybe they did
Come
poorly
on,
yesterday,
Whoopi.
but both those squads still had good eliminations. They had a few good placements.
Which one
and
is
stuff
your
like that.
favorite,
So
Whoopi?
for the most part, I mean, it's 3rd and 4th place you're gunning for, especially that 3rd place. I mean, you noted it. That is a direct invite to the finals and stuff like that. That 4th place spot, especially if we're an NA team and stuff like that, if we reach that 4th place position, I know for a fact our qualifier kind of history in terms of these tournaments is not great.
Yeah, it's not the best. And I mean, even if this is a rebuild season, I want to see at least a lot more cohesion, right?
हमें भाई
at the
क्या
end of
लगता
this
है मैच का?
tournament.
Anhyper?
So, I mean, we heard from
I
Stars,
sold
right?
everything
We
to
heard from
put
him
on
himself.
Anhyper,
They're
so
making
let's see
simple mistakes,
how they
and
perform.
when are we going to see those mistakes get fixed? That's going
Yeah.
to be the question. As the first zone goes on up, and it's going to be very similar to the past
Really?
few ones we've seen, right? We've seen
You
a
didn't
lot
have
of
the
these
permission.
Eastern
What's your
circles here lately.
wait a second.
Yeah, and I really do enjoy
What's
seeing
your Discord?
kind of be this only team on the eastern side. They're actually going to have no contest on the vehicle spawn, so there's essentially 3 or
Send a
4
message
of them
in the
guaranteed
general
on that
chat.
road. So I expect them just to go, straight to
I'll
gas,
take a look.
Naya, loot up, and get their power spot. But all these teams, I mean, we're looking at Royals.
Or even though in
we're
the
looking at N Hyper, even
Queens,
Entity 7.
I don't
Force
think
on
you have
this
a
far
permission for the
western
Queens
side, they got to
either
make
way.
the biggest rotation, I think, of the tournament almost, especially with N
If you send a
Hypers being
message in
bonus
the
points today.
general chat, I'll
All right, well, let's see what
give you the
happens
roles.
here. Is Influence Rage on the move very quickly. See that spoiler popping up.
General
for me.
chat,
This
what's
guy
your
is
name in
full
the general
sending it.
chat?
Tonka's got his eyes. Uh-oh, Stars
no.
caught out. And Colgoat knows exactly where he is.
Yeah, I mean,
So, oh, what a loss.
bonus points there. We're talking the first 2 games. We saw glimpses of maybe greatness, and it falls apart. That's not the way you want to start the Erangel. And for the most part, it just comes down to maybe he got just a little too egotistical with going for vehicle spawns, and he just gets caught out on a tree.
It's just this roaming
Wait a
thing.
second.
It's just they're continuing to roam. They don't have a dedicated drop spot. And, it's unfortunate. I long for the day where we get dedicated vehicle
There you
spawns
go.
in esports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to deal with a little bit of luck, right? To make sure you get the right vehicle in the right spot. And it's really made things a lot harder for these teams. And now you see Stars trying to hunt down a vehicle, doesn't get there in
Let's see.
time, and gets punished for it.
Yeah, I also wonder too, because we see, other teammates of his squad had vehicles.
Listen,
It wasn't like he was
I'm
forced.
changing
Like, it
my
wasn't
team,
like
man.
it was a whole 4-man
Man happen
on
to
just
देख ही
this
नहीं
one
रहा.
spot. He just
मैं
decided to
देख
go
ही नहीं
for
रहा
it,
भाई
even
इनको.
if seeing
इतना
more
इनको
than one
देखो
player
ऐसे
dropping
उतना
for it.
तीसरे में ये
The rest of your team should kind of just being like, why are we doing this? This is kind of just like a silly play in my mind. And I do agree with you on the guaranteed car spawns. A lot of these parts of the maps, I mean, garage spawns and stuff like that, almost even remove like trikes and stuff like that out of the game. Let's keep it the competitiveness like we like to see. But I mean, for the most part, I can't really blame it too much on the guaranteed vehicle spawns. He just made a bad play.
Yeah, and to be fair too, like at this level, you got to be on point with those with that drop. You got to
Yeah.
make sure that you're perfectly on time, fastest possible
Vegas.
drop. Otherwise, you're gonna get beat out and taken out, especially if you're one of those teams that roam. So it just hurts to watch because I don't know why. I mean, I remember game number 1 of the tournament, right? They challenged, I think it was Team Gessel, right?
Yeah.
Over there by Ferry Pier, and they ended up beating him out for the most part, just leaving, I think, 1 player up. And since then, it's just been them roaming around getting punished. So I long for the day where they actually challenge a team. I think they need to at this point.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, they got to make their decisions and they got to live with them.
I think at the end of week 1 as well, they were dropping Severny at one point. Why not just right up there?
Nice.
That's free still, even though it was off the plane path. No one's even looting it for the most part. So it's, it's always just kind of question marks that go through our heads. And a lot of these teams, it looks like they're starting to figure it out, especially Be Bold. They're centered up. Obviously, Influence Rage is starting to come towards them. But
So
and
you
Hyper,
didn't get the
with it
buggy,
being your
right?
second double points day, you're only
You
going
got
to
the
have one
buggy
more
too.
after this. You're needing to have that 50, 60 point day. And unfortunately, I don't even know if they've broken double digits yet for bonus points.
Last year भी
Oh,
unhappy ने अच्छा
boy,
perform.
well,
अज्जे वालेकुम
Yeah,
अस्सलाम.
that's
अज्जे
gonna have
कैसे
to
आप
get
लोग
started
stream?
here and now. We are now officially
नहीं
in
last year
match
तो
number
कुछ
3.
perform किया था
From
but
here on out,
this
no
year
excuses.
something's
Got to
happening
put in the
to
work here.
them.
And 9Z just holding down this spot. I'd rather see
Punjabi
them do
boys
that
कैसे हो?
'cause,
यानी बस
just
नहीं.
that last game, they just made a bad decision of a fight. It wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily like how they executed it. It was just a terrible fight to take in general. Like, you have to have awareness of when it's time to engage, when it's time to stay, versus just leave them, right?
Yeah.
Reposition, let them come to you, and then deal with them later.
Always will be question marks. And, in game and stuff like that, I mean, you and I have been in the game and stuff like that before. We know in those situations, it's not as complicated as people make it seem to be. It's, it's black and
I
white.
got the
for
bug.
most
Oh,
part,
you got the
so
buggy too.
It really is kind of
That's
just
good.
troublesome for us to see. But
I wanna
one
see,
team
like-
that
Wait a
has
second.
kind of been a little bit on the back burner too, because I'd like to talk about them a little bit now while we're showing them, is Inco Gaming. Kind of just slumbering, it seems, almost on their bonus point day.
Yeah, they had the best bonus point day of week 1, right? Out of
Yeah.
everybody. And then today, it's just haven't been able to see that happen. I mean, there's still plenty of matches left, right? I mean, 3 good games, and then boom, they are doing a record number. So
Yeah.
it's not over yet. We just want to see it sooner rather than later. Entity 7 doing what they do
Where
best,
is
getting the
the
zone. Oh, that was a little
where
bit
is my
close.
chat box?
Now it looks like they may have to deal with 9Z because 9Z is set up for this vehicle rotation. And they were able to just be able to get away from this one. So very fortunate rotation. Oh, they're gonna see this vehicle smoking. They might take these shots.
Yeah, but the issue is Koi's behind him as well. It's going to be 2 vehicles just full smoking out. Entity 7 really kind of struggling to keep their vehicles healthy such early on. We're still only in the stage 1 of the match, so losing vehicle is not a prime position at the moment. With AGG as well behind them, there's every single squad seeming to rotate through the shelter side of zone. And I mean, as much as the car skins look nice, juice, that doesn't mean they have more HP. You gotta keep those cars alive.
Yeah, that's true. You know what the crazy part is? We don't really talk about it, but you know, we play Aaron Gale more than any other map, right?
Yeah.
How many military zones have we seen so far in this tournament?
I mean, 0. I mean, we got baited with the one, right? That went right back to the north side to Ferry Pier. All those teams that opted to the south really got punished for it. And it's crazy because the 2 teams that drop on that south side, one of them is the first place team. They don't mind that the zone's so far away, but the rest of these squads, I think they're kind of almost pigeonholed.
I don't know why I can't give
they're not just playing these games that well.
But yeah, we haven't really seen them like crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're seeing them every game or every other game. And because of that, you know, we think about it. Team Liquid, they land there.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
think
no
she got
excuses for these
everything
other
other than
teams
the
when it comes to,
ultimate.
like, being able to rotate.
So
They're the number
next,
one
whatever
team,
the
they
item she will
land
get,
in a place where they get
she will
looted
get
up,
double,
but it's a
like,
difficult
extra
rotation
points,
to make. No one's camping them out.
either
Nobody
she will
is,
get the ultimate, like
challenging
the
them at
boss.
all. And look
What's
at
your
this.
luck
Somehow
right
they're
now?
still gonna beat
Rupi?
NRG to this position. I'm telling you, like, that's
What's
something
your
that I
luck
think a
bar
lot
at
of
this
teams
time?
need to keep an eye on. Is like, how is Team Liquid doing this? How are they having so much success on a map
You
where
can't
they're not getting
improve
favorable zones?
I think it's
Stats.
almost just you give them too much respect.
That's OP,
You gotta
like,
kind
to
of
be
check them
honest.
every once in
I
a while.
swear,
in
like,
some of
the
these matches, but we
60,000
don't see NRG.
you see for this,
we don't see
for
Team
this one.
Queso holding bridge camps. It's just letting them rotate in. And I mean, if they drop military base, somehow they're getting into a central spot and zone as a 4-man. Now, wait a second, we're actually seeing it. NRG catching out Chief, the caboose of Team Liquid, getting caught out on rotation.
About time. I mean, I think I agree with you, right? You got to check them, and it's early. Sometimes it's good just to, like, hey, one game, camp out their rotation, just make them second guess themselves. Make them just like be like, oh, we shouldn't just full sand on in, and that little delay could be the difference for them getting a center position or being stuck on the edge. You know, so yeah, I do agree with it. I mean, you got to definitely give them the business here because they are running away with this tournament. 424 points on the day. And third place has 299. So that is a 125 point difference there, folks.
Jeez.
That's pretty insane.
Hopefully, though, after this match, obviously they only lost the one player of Team Liquid, but NRG kind of was a check in my eyes for it. I wish we saw it more in kind of that first week of the tournament, not waiting so long to do these sort of plays now, because maybe Team Liquid would have been down 50, 60 points. This leaderboard would be a lot closer, but for the most part, the squads are still going to have to rotate in business as usual. And Hyper we saw as well when the map was up all the way on the west side. So they honestly pull the same idea as NRG. A lot of these games eat the blue zone for what it seems like the first 3 stages.
Okay. All right. You know, playing it a little close, I may say.
Yeah.
All right. And Entity 7 over by Mansion. They always go to that Mansion side.
Hey.
This is they go there so often. I'm surprised nobody's even trying to check them in this position. But this is what I'm talking about, right? Everyone's playing the same game. It doesn't seem like anyone's like trying to do some different strategies, different rotations. Everyone's just kind of go into the spots they're comfortable with.
Yeah, and the only 2 teams that can confidently say that, you know, they're fine with playing the same game, just working on those little mistakes, are first and second place. They have the 100-point gap. All these other teams, when I hear errors and stuff like that, we're playing our game, we're over 100 points back. Like, let's put that into perspective. We've had 1 week of play, and we're still that far back in terms of gameplay. The 2-week mark and even the end of the tournament, it's going to be disastrous for some teams on the point spread.
It really is. It's going to be really, really tough. Well, let's see what ends up happening here. Is Nunez trying to get that bounce nade in? That should get the confirmation.
Oh,
Does catches Cole Goat just like that. Oh, what happened? Oh, it was Cole Goat that threw one on the Nunez. And now, Nenebete. Wow. What damage? What damage did this man take?
I mean, it's an elbow shot, if that. Now he's in a 1v1, of course, but the rest of the squad is already fine. And Nenabeta, he was the last player alive in the first 2 matches. He's kind of the player you want in these spots. And look at this, he's just running away, Jukes.
Out of here.
Not even gonna take the 1v1. And he's like, yep, later. I'm just gonna let my teammates shoot you.
Out of here, dude. And let's see if Victex can't get the nail. He throws it up top. Oh! Man, he could smell that nade. That was so close to him.
Oh, another?
Victex throwing another one. This man's on point. You can see him staring close. Uh-oh. Through the window. That is gonna hurt. Vitaly's gonna try to get this res off, but yeah, move out the way. Don't put yourself in an obvious position to just get naded once again.
Yeah, I mean,
jump shot.
You have the players there and stuff like that, but you gotta force Victex into the shots. Where is the cover fire? Barely any damage going down, but the shotgun only takes 1. Barely still any damage going off. I'm worried there's gonna be a third party maybe coming in.
Victex is making plays. I gotta say that. Oh, nice. Finally taken out. But the man definitely put up a fight. I gotta give respect where I see it. And Worlds of War been doing pretty good. I mean, they're in 4th place. They're doing very good, actually.
Yeah.
They could definitely make a run for that 3rd slot here. Who knows? They have a crazy double points day. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, folks. But it's going to be hard to do here. Is Titan Gaming now on the move. Uh-oh. Tire getting shot out. Spun out. And now putting some shots on 87. But, it was all the way from across the way. All Glory Gaming that was putting in that work on him.
Yeah, this is what happens when you wait so long.
Wait, Dragon Ball की collaboration आ जा रही है.
Forcing a fight with ND7. Now it goes 1 for 1, but is it really worth it as a squad? I mean, Red Ox getting tagged up.
Waiting for the Dragon Ball collaboration,
use
man.
the vehicle
It's
in
gonna
the
be good.
spot, and with the congestion so much on the south side, everyone. I mean, ND7 now down to a solo. AGG forcing the fight. It's a bunch of casualties.
Bunch of casualties going all over the place. Entity 7 getting taken out. And Hyper putting in some work onto Team Liquid. And they take them out. So, and Hyper. 3 eliminations, but they did lose a couple players as well. That, yeah, that's going to hurt.
I think NRG just wiped them as well. Yeah, they actually just kind of caboosed behind Team Liquid, just steamrolling and Hyper afterwards. So, 2 eliminations for the NRG squad. They have 3 actually right now in the early game. So these teams finding the eliminations. But Team Queso, 1-man army on the stairs right now. Jukes, you do not want to be pushing this DBS.
Oh, no. He's going to be holding that stairs pretty well. He has no coverage at all, though. No nade. Oh, he actually has his mollies. Mollies are going to be, getting caught. And the boxes get shot. Wow, David, I'm telling you, this is the man for people. He really is. I mean, he is definitely shown that when it comes to like clutch plays, he can do it.
Yeah,
आराम से बाद में देख लेंगे
please. Not even getting a single player thirsted on the B-Bull squad. I wasn't expecting B-Bull to really be popping off like this.
दूसरी टीम में भी तो होल्ड करी, इनसे होल्ड ही नहीं होता भैंस की दुम पे.
We can see the zone shift as well, and with that fight from Worlds of War and Inco Gaming, the whole west side is actually completely free. Everyone on the south is moving in.
I think NRG needs to start focusing on just like doing a little bit more scouting and just getting central, you know? Like, they could definitely push this, you know, actually, it looks like it's mostly going to be Spec alone. Again, the team's so separate. They never... when's the last time you saw NRG be able to fight as a squad early game?
Never. I mean, I can't point to any game, and it's kind of a little bit embarrassing that we have to say it so many times now. In my mind, you know, it's the highest potential for early eliminations. If you scare away Titan Gaming like what Spec did, I guess it works out, but now you got to worry about Death Wolves below you. We're seeing Furia now as well rotate onto this north side to the west. All these teams could start seeing you, and if you're not paying attention, you're a free knock and elimination point for them.
And that is not what you want to be. That's for sure. Furia.
India को दाना डाला पाकिस्तान में जाओ भाई.
Let's see just how many they're going to get. No eliminations so far, but they're trying to find that position. They're on the north side. Most likely to be making a push against Alpha 7.
Holy.
Let's see what they're going to end up doing. Oh, Mafioso getting taken down by B-Bold. So, B-Bold, I'm telling you, these guys are in the mix right now. I mean, yeah, they're in 11th place, but I think we're finally starting to see them, you know, fire on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We're talking 90 total games. We're reaching that halfway point, like you said, and you'd rather start feeling better coming into the midpoint of the tournament and not still feeling cold. Be bold. Now they were holding that edgy as 9, pushing up onto Alpha 7. They did get the reset, so it's a matter of if you can find the nades. David, another game where he's getting an opening knock for his squad. Now forcing the pull.
All right, let's see what happens here. Be bold, staying true to their name. That's exactly what they're doing, especially if you're going to challenge Alpha 7. But Furia, man, helping out Alpha 7 at the last second. David just saying, dude, what are you doing? Right, this Alpha 7, second place team, we're trying to take them out.
I was winning.
The frag grenade as well. I mean, getting a
Yaro's लड़की के
I'm
300k
not sure if he's going to be able to
the
get
popularity
the
she has a
time.
300k.
McGrone and
At the
stuff
last
like
minute
that,
she
trying
got
to
the
piece them
popularity,
down.
and I had the
Furia,
700
they're still being
something.
the thorn in the side for
Wait a
both of
second.
these
I had the
squads. Ray is now
782k,
being knocked on
and she got the
Behold,
900k. And win
as
the,
much as I like
win
the
match.
push, maybe just staying a bit too long on this ridge.
$10,000 मुझे क्या तुम्हें कैसे पता
good
10,000
defensive
मिल
smokes, right? Make it just so difficult for them to push. And
it's going to be PyX family. It's going to be something like that. But we will see like what else they're bringing in today. So it's going to be out in like 40 minutes. Probably. I'll probably open on the stream.
Gonna get that parkour going. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Nope.
One more
Those shots
try,
are gonna say, yeah. Let's just go ahead and stick to this side.
Yeah. Well, this is the beauty though. When you win the early game fight, you can just start spraying down everyone on the edge of zone. And this is the NRG split we were talking about. They're condensed on the hill, but still only a duo here. AGG though, worrying about Death Wolves eliminated, but still a 4-man next to you. You cannot be given a knock still to Death Wolves.
All right, well now it's just Fate. You see Fate by himself. Malaz now looking to catch up with them. Let's see what they're doing. Everybody just kind of playing solos right here.
Yeah.
Fate and Malaz very close. Oh, maybe Spec might get in the mix because it looks like they're going to be battling Death Wolves here. But Death Wolves, I don't think they're trying to avoid this fight at all costs. Maybe they're trying to send it.
Hopefully,
Inco's
going to grab this dinner.
Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's see.
Ah man,
Minnie's out.
Death Wolves, they have that south compound.
Some of the teams from the group where they gotta have to get this one. So if the Inco got this one, they got the double the points already. So they're gonna be like, if they got the chicken dinner, they will be top 3, 30.
Between both squads, and I mean, if you're,
they gotta have
I
to do
think
it.
you gotta make
they gotta
a call
have
at
to
some
do it.
point. The zone's coming in, Jukes. You cannot be waiting an edge.
Well, that's what they're planning. That's what they're doing, and they're smoking it out. They are planning on dedicating this spot. So let's see how it works out for them. They're going to be battling Death Wolves most likely here, taking their time. Now,
you know, you just can be nice by sending one ultimate to me.
Not yet.
And actually just saying,
they are going to take these reds now. Finally,
I could send you, but the thing is, like,
very, very close.
I already announced the giveaway, but the only problem at this point is
picking right now, but I mean, now Furious on this western
there
side,
is no option. If I try to send it, I cannot send.
Next to you, they just hold you down. But Titan Gaming, they're trying to hold down this Wizard Tower. Influence Rage pushing in. Someone's got a nade pulled. It looks
Wait
like
a second.
it's
I'll show you.
Having to dodge a nade.
Naeem bhai kaise welcome team. Sanaullah and D got the membership.
Again, Jukes, what
Thank you
can
so
he
much.
do? But looking the wrong way, unfortunately. Influence Rage wiping Titan Gaming. A big win for the squad.
Big win indeed. Meanwhile, you got Death Wolf still here on this edge. Zone's closing. They're gonna have to move soon. Rattle Boy trying to find.
So right here, if I try to give, it says cannot give this item. I don't know why. I don't know how. But cannot give this item. So that's what's happening.
And that's exactly what he's doing here. As
why not?
Rattle Boy's gonna get matted up because he's ready for a big push.
Guys are...
Yeah, I mean, you got to be ready to push. We're talking stage 5 coming into stage 6. Obviously, there's 30 players live.
A
lot of these squads are still 4-man. If my math's right, I think that's 5 teams.
Yeah, the fans only demand for the.
So you're needing to make sure
you know,
if you take a fight, you're setting yourself in the best situations possible.
I would literally like do the biggest ultimate set giveaway, but the problem is at this point is I cannot do it. I just sent a message in the in the
back
to the PUBG team. Let's see what they have to say.
Long range could definitely put in work. That's exactly what they're doing. Maybe we could see some more SLR dominance after that win. Maybe that's the buff they need. Meanwhile, Guazal just gets his head taken off there by Vitali. Quick revive. Next zone pops. And it goes right on to Inco Gaming. Dead center. that is the place to be. So we could see an Inco Gaming win, but at this point, they got to make sure that nobody pushes up on them. It's going to be very difficult because that's a hard compound to hold.
Yeah, it's a reminder of the first game. Maybe you just condense down and give up half the compound. There's too much room for you really to be watching. But a lot of these teams, we have the map. Thank you to the talent team and stuff like that for getting it for us. Because we can see all these teams on the outside, even though they barely have to move, there's not really any cover for them to go towards. I'm calling out Influence Rage, SLR, 9Z, Death Wolves, even NRG. They're fighting for scraps of a building. Not even the whole room is going to be in this next zone. And now we're seeing it. NRG is going to be the ones tested.
Oh, Fate was on the outside, though. That nade does help out a bit. He's able to spot Rato Boy, so he's going to give those calls outs to his teammates. Malaz running out in the open here. Ooh, almost gets naded. And you can see him trying to go for those confirms. Oh, it's just Malaz. Last player up for NRG. Little bounce nade here. Can he hit it?
I mean,
doesn't. Not looking good.
Fate's got the pings, but I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time before, he's thirsted. And it's not even going to be just this squad. 9Z pulling in, but it's looking like a 1v2 spot right now. 1 HP. I think he's just going to blow up the vehicle. It's smoking. I think you got to just commit to this. Rato Boy pulling out the molly, missing it because of the stun. And I think he actually made it with the frag. But, oh my goodness. Barely making it around. Now just full sending it into the building. There's actually 2 players up. NRG getting wiped, and the building is completely free now for the taking.
Oh, wow. Death Wolves. This is why the team's in third place. Man, they know how to make these pushes happen. Rato Boy, this guy, he is sneaky. Maybe that's why he does have Rat in his name. He was sitting in that car the whole time. They drove up. They didn't even check the vehicles for people. He popped out. Boom. Gets the knock. So, beautifully done there. SLR down to 2 players, folks. And they're going to be holding this ridge line with everything they got. Koi with the long nade. Does he catch him?
Oh, I think he did good damage, though. He's got 6, though. I mean, all it takes is 1 really to connect for you to be on the front side, but not hitting the read. Thinking someone snaked to the left. Luckily for them, Inco hasn't been able to push over just yet. We're seeing Be Bold as well. They do have just 1 solo left alive. Alpha 7 condensing down, but all these teams, they're working with really just a ridge on this roadside right now.
Yup. Meanwhile, we got Be Bold, final player up. Staying quiet. Oh, he got spotted. He got spotted 100% and gets ran over. Koi with a double nade. Oh, actually, Federer's still there, but that was an eviction notice. And there it is. Full sender. What?
I think he got the heal off there. It had to have been. There's still Lil Boy as well, but Influence Rage, they are on the back seat, and the smokes, it's not like you have an infinite amount of them. There's got to be a limit to what's in these players' backpacks. And as I say that, Federer's actually got 2 to his name. They could maybe kind of ease the waves out of this bombing zone SLR's throwing on them, but with the zone closing, this isn't going to be the ending spot. They're going to have to move again.
Yeah, let's see what happens is Federer going to be trying to play from the edge, pushing in the best he possibly can. Things looking very, very scary here. Oh, Little Boy with a beautiful nade on the Koi. That is how you do it. And there's another one. Dragon actually in big trouble, and SLR is out of there.
Yeah, and look at that. INF actually was able to keep a vehicle alive. Federal moving in instantly for the cover. Alpha 7's trying to make this sort of move on this eastern side, but both of those teams got to move in. It's either you play for the eliminations or you play for the spot in zone. And I mean, a lot of these squads were even including Furia now in this conversation of having to work into this next shift. The pressure's going to be on Inco in my eyes.
It definitely is. Yeah, they are the team to beat. They're central zone, but it's so difficult to hold that compound. Alpha 7, I think they're the team to beat, to be honest. Even though they're on the edge, they have 4 people up. You could never count them out.
Yeah. We'll have to see, though. The zone is shifting. Furia looks like they're taking shots on Alpha 7, and they're going to commit to the building. They're going to try to weasel their way in along the wall into these buildings. And we talked about this building or this compound being maybe a little bit too big to hold. Inco actually looks like they're going to try to hold Alpha 7 back. I'd like to see them almost just forfeit it here, Jukes. Just give it to them.
Let's see what happens, though. Let's see what happens is Mafioso got that M4 ready to put it to work, as they did get to this broken wall. And that's all they need, to be honest. Now they're going to have coverage. I think it's smart of Inko to just give up this side. Let them push up. Let them work it from here. And then deal with them later. But now Deathwolf still up. Ooh, getting shot from all angles. And that's how you do it. Furia really taking full advantage of their double points day. 3 eliminations so far. But they need a lot more. Let's see if they can finish it off here. Is Alpha 7. Yeah, set up, posted, and ready to go.
Yeah, we can see him actually being able to keep 4 players alive. They will be able to get that reset, I think, on Kayowski. That's a big player you need in the game. And with this being stage 7, we'll see the next zone shift, and then it goes into nothingness, Juke. So we're talking Alpha 7 on the north. We're talking Inko Gaming in the center compound. INF still scraping by on this east side, and of course, Furia on the hill. So all these teams, they still got to keep inching their way closer together. Someone's going to start losing players.
All right, well, let's see who's going to be able to win this match. Furia are going to have to make a crazy push here. Actually, yeah, this zone is terrible. None of these players are in it. McGrelling gets a crucial knock here. This zone's about to go into nothing, folks, and nobody is really in this zone. It's going into the wide open. Anyone's game. It's all about timing, right? Which fights are you going to be able to take? Who is going to be the lucky one to just sit and watch and clean up all the eliminations? And Furia, they need these points so bad. And it's not looking good because all eyes are on them right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see Furia just ditch this hillside, just fully commit to the south. I mean, we saw Rose of War on the pull-up on the south side of the compound. That could be the play, but we're seeing it again. Alpha 7. These players with shotguns on the walls. We already saw what happened in the first Erangel, Cheeks. You now want to be near them, and the nades are raining over. You can't even run away from the squad. Now Inko Gaming trying to condense down, getting caught out.
It's an all-out war. What's Furia doing? It looks like they're going to try to hold that edge and just let this fight happen. Revo is going to try to get this first aid off, and Carrillo's full sending it on in. Shotgun in hand. Catches and then they bet down that corner, but he didn't see. They put up a gas can trap. Beautiful gas can lay down, and Inko trying to turn things around. Dealing with 2 different teams, though, it's going to be difficult, especially when you got to deal with Alpha 7. But 7 actually going to go ahead and get that thirst. So, and Alpha 7 are out of here.
Yeah, and I mean, Furia pulled up at that same time. Inko Gaming down to a trio. Nenabete is alive, though. Never mind. The Molly spreads into the room. 7 getting naded out as well. It's down to just a solo. They don't know Vitali's on the edge of this little 1-story granny, but 3v1 situation, 4v1 situation, it's going to need to be a miracle for him.
Well, let's see what happens as Inko Gaming 11 eliminations so far. Get the one. Try to gets the thirst. He gets the confirm. Gets shot in the head though. Not looking good, and it's all over. Furia, look at the pop off because they know they needed these points so bad.
Yeah, the double points coming in clutch. They weren't the team at that compound. They rotated all the way from Yasnaya all the way to the west, and at the end of it, they sponged up a lot of those elimination points in those last zones. So amazing plays from the squad. I'm really happy seeing this on their double points deck.
Oh, beautifully done right there. I mean, great game for Inko as well, right? I mean, we can't count them out. They're going to put up some big points on the board. Taylor, what do you think about that finish?
Yeah, excited about that finish, right? It was exciting given the fact that Inko, I was watching them from the very start, and center zone stage 4. Then you transition into stage 5, still center zone, stage 6, center zone. But they weren't stagnant that entire time, were they? No, they had 4 eliminations staying center zone that quickly went up to, I believe, 7 or 8 before they started getting challenged by Alpha 7. And that's when things started to kind of take a bit of a pause. You know, do we really want this fight? Should we back away? Which they do. But then 7 sets up this beautiful gas grenade. All right, gas can down. Alpha 7 gets that first blood, but then 7 just capitalizes off the gas can grenade. Beautiful setup, wonderful trap. Alpha 7 surely falls right after that. I was just watching Inko's positioning that entire time, just hoping and praying that they would perform well, and they absolutely did. It comes to show you positioning absolutely matters. But let's go to the very start, right? And we talk about B-Bowl. David is on fire, shooting the bodies of Team Queso Hot Jukes. David carrying his intensity from game 1 to game 3.
This is his day. It really is, right? I mean, he is playing like crazy. He's taking out so many squads all by himself. So, I mean, and I can't stress how much of an impact that makes for your entire team. When you have one player just going crazy, it just, it brings that energy up a notch on the whole squad. So, I mean, great time to do it as well.
Great time to do it indeed. Team Queso would ultimately fall in 12th place with 0 eliminations. That's obviously due to the wonderful efforts of B-Bold and David overall as a whole. NRG Galaxy falling a bit shorter than they probably wanted, but 6 elimination is still something to be proud of. Now, Death Wolves, I think, had a decent performance. Enigma Hotchooks at one point was complimenting Death Wolves, saying this is why they're in 3rd place. What did they do well this game 3?
I mean, they made sure to just play together as a squad. We're seeing a lot of these teams taking fights, isolating themselves out. I mean, people just overlooking players in the passenger seat of cars. Rata Boy, he literally has Rat in his name. He's pulling off some nice plays in my eyes of kind of either bait and switches or, you know, just playing quiet for the most part. It's super underrated to have a player like that, and it's allowing them to accumulate points when other teams are missing those opportunities.
There was 7 with the gas can grenade. That was a good call for both of you guys. You know, obviously Vaughn tried to move in, but it just didn't work out. 7 was holding it down. You love to see that in Abite as well, doing everything he could. Alpha 7 would fall. This was the final fight, though. Furia versus Inko. Furia's time to shine. They come in for that third party just in a nick of time, Hot Jukes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they played it perfectly, and look at the point.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's double points. That's what you want on your double points day, and that's what we've been looking for. 3 more games to go. They're pulling up on game 3. That is surely going to help them, Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, they were quiet for the most part, but both of these squads were talking 30-point games out of 2 of the 4 for Group A. And obviously, the other teams in Group A, they've been a little bit quiet for the most part, but amazing stuff to see out of the squads. And the one thing I'd like to note is both of their elimination counts are essentially in the top 2 of the lobby. So those points, not only is it the placement getting doubled, those eliminations really start to add up on double points.
Without a doubt. And also take note of Alpha 7 with 8, and then you look towards the bottom at 15, Team Liquid with 1. Team Liquid's still going to be in first, but it looks like Alpha 7's looking to take over that number 1 spot, something they haven't had for many days at this point in time. I believe off the rip of the series, they had first place, but then ultimately they were dethroned by Team Liquid, who have refused to give up that first place position. Let's take a look at our overall standings and see what that point gap is now going to be. And 425 to 413. So it's, you know, it was 19. Now it's getting even less. Alpha 7 starting to come up, but now we've got a new 3rd and 4th. Hot Jukes, Furia in 3rd, Inko in 4th.
Hey, right on time, too, because, you know, we got to remember, Death Wolves, Rolls of War, all these teams are going to have their double points day coming up soon.
Right.
So you had to put some big points up here and now, and that's exactly what happened. There's still 2 more matches left to go.
Yep.
And honestly, I would like to see Furia and Inko get a lot closer to Alpha 7 and Team Liquid, and then on their day, they're going to have to hunt them down.
I tell you what, Enigma, I'm getting excited. If we can get 3 more, and it's got to be perfect, all right? But if we can get 3 more 30-point games, Furia Inko Gaming could be just behind Alpha 7.
Oh, that'd be a blessing for the most part. And I think, you know, a lot of us, because it's new to us, it's foreign for these double points days, we're not really sure how impactful these points can really be. But if Furia, if Inko Gaming, they have another 1st, 2nd place, maybe in 2 out of the 3, maybe even 1 out of 2, or whatever the case may be for them, it could really shoot them up the leaderboard. But I'm still looking 10th place, 14th place, and Hyper. I believe they had 3 eliminations that last match, but only getting 6 points. I mean, we're still looking. I think they just now broke the double digits on bonus points.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to look at because we talk about that point gap from number 1 to number 2 and then 2 to 3. Now that point gap from even 9 to 10th place where Hyper sits is now 40 points. It's only going to continue to grow. And again, I urge a sense of urgency for the teams who are down there 10 and below. I would even throw, number 9 and below to get a move on. It's double points. Don't do what you've been doing. It's not working. Do something new and risk it all because you've got to get desperate. Claw your way up the leaderboard, especially on your double points day. So for Hyper at this point, this is your time to move up. This is your time to shine. let's see you do it. Well, that's 3 games down. Our halfway point has been reached. I'm excited for the next 3. Sanhok is coming up. A map, again, we only see 1 time a day. Today will be the 7th time we have seen it overall as a whole, and it could shake up the leaderboards quite a bit. We're going to have to see. But good news is we've got Zarpatch once again on site to talk with Dragon K from Super Lazy Reflex. Let's hear what he had to say.
Let's go, SLR with the win. You were celebrating up there. I was like, yeah, let's go, SLR. I saw you celebrating. I was like, I know the guys who I'm interviewing. I know the guy who I'm calling from. How you guys are? How you guys feeling this victory?
Okay, for this match, I think we are really lucky actually, and but we know like we on the mountain. We know each side on the top there has the enemy, so we just waiting for the chance to kill them until they're fighting, and you can easily see they're running outside, and the gun was coming. The chance was coming.
The chance was coming. You are in that small hut in the circle, in the middle of the circle.
Yeah.
One from Team Queso, I saw him. He was going, what are you doing, bro? You're gonna get. And you guys killed them. It was a great match.
Yeah. Appreciate. Yeah, we do.
You can do it, guys. We can do it. I'm really happy for you guys. Well done. Let's go in 8.
Who is most likely to stay up all night practicing?
I think it's me. It's like I'm new for the team. I need to practice more to get in touch with my teammates. 我最认真了，我最认真了。He said he's the most hardworking one and he practiced a lot. I think it would be me because I actually practice a lot after we do sprints.
Who is most likely to become a coach in the future?
This Koi, definitely Koi.
I agree.
I think it will probably be Koi or me, myself. I'm actually already coaching a PN club in China right now. And Koi has a lot of game understanding and experience as well. And he can communicate very well through these strategies. So I think it will be me or Koi.
Who is most likely to rage quit during a game?
Okay, I know. So definitely our manager is energy. Yeah, cause like he's more focused on the game. I think me, I will be the more raging person because I took everything seriously, and sometimes even when our coach said it's not a big deal, but I still think it's a huge deal. And also, Xuan, maybe a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. 我说你有一点点。不会。He doesn't want to admit.
Who is most likely to become a famous streamer?
Xuan.
I don't know.
没有人。He thinks it's nobody in the team because we don't have a lot like desire to publish anything. But I think he has the potential to do it because he has been participating in the Olympic Games in China, in Asia, and he has a lot of fan base, which means if he's willing to publish something in the future, he might be a huge influencer. 主播。
内向，因为比较内向。
Okay, so he said he's a very introvert person.
Everything on
And welcome back, everybody, to the 2024 PUBG Mobile Super League America Spring Season. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, joined by Hot Jukes and Enigma. About to hop into Sanhok, game number 4. Hot Jukes, meet Enigma. We're talking on the break. We're like, who performed well yesterday when it came to Sanhok? And number 1 winner chicken dinner was Furia, right? So Furia coming off a win already on Erangel. They could go back to back. That second spot might be up for grabs. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that it's totally possible, especially if that zone goes to that top left side of the map, right? If it goes to that island, they like dropping there, their chances of winning are ridiculously high. If it doesn't, it's going to be very difficult. At the same time, you got a lot of momentum coming out this last game, right? So how are you going to utilize it?
Utilize it well, hopefully. Enigma, you mentioned Inco Gaming. I think they ended up only getting 2 points last Sanhok, so a big improvement needed here if they need to finish strong in the last 3.
Well, I mean, the last match, we did see a lot of signs of life out of them. Unfortunately, the Sanhok is only played once a day. And for the most part, you don't have the experience until yesterday, so to speak. So these teams, you're really hoping that Erangel, luckily for both of those squads on double points, they came in strong. Hopefully, like Juke said, they're able to bring it into this next match.
All right, well, we'll see how it's going to unfold as well for NRG Galaxy. This was the point that Hot Jukes brought up yesterday about NRG Galaxy taking the 1v1s. They're good at doing that, but they're not good with the team effort. So NRG Galaxy hopefully has improved enough going into this Sanhok that their 1v1s are going to be powerful enough to converge together to make for a stronger push forward. I think the person who gave him an issue last time, or at least yesterday, was... Malaz. Malaz was picking up E7, but then he ended up going on his own, ended up falling apart, and then ultimately NRG Galaxy didn't look too good from that point forward. I just want an A. Come on, an A. Let's keep it going today. Today it's in Hyper though, Hot Jukes. That's who we need to go big on map number 4.
Yeah, I think at this point we need to see some lucky zones. That's what they need. They really do, because as far as team cohesion, it's just not there. They're making the simple mistakes that Stars mentioned himself, and hopefully they're going to be able to resolve it. It doesn't look like it'll happen today. I'm praying for that crazy, just, all of a sudden something just clicks and they don't stop, It's just that it's not likely at this point. So hopefully they just get a good zone, right? Are able to utilize it, and then maybe they go off the momentum off that. That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
Hoping for that as well, man. And one final point, Enigma, Alpha 7. They were a team that impressed both of you yesterday. Remember that mountain fight? They were going against Death Wolves, and there was this wonderful double push from Alpha 7. With the way they've been playing today, that double push yesterday was child's play. They're going to be bringing the heat from map 4.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, Alpha 7, they bring the heat to every match. Let's be honest, okay? I'm kind of almost scared if I'm a squad, if I'm knocking a player or seeing them thirst one of my teammates and seeing that A7 tag right at the beginning. It's all up in the air in terms of how these teams are feeling.
All right, well, how are the teams feeling? We're about to find out as we head into map number 4 on Sanhok. Furia, that's the team to watch out for. They took it yesterday. They took the map before just a second ago on Erangel. They're looking to follow it up with another winner chicken dinner. Let's see who takes it. Hot Jukes Enigma, take it away.
Yeah, let's see who takes it indeed. All right, we're now halfway through the day here, folks, and big day for Group A. We've said it once and we'll say it again. These double points are huge, and we saw how impactful they could be, Enigma, in just the last match, right?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it was 2 of the 4 in terms of those Group A teams successfully, I'd say, having a second Erangel. And today, I mean, for the most part, Sanhok, this is the map where teams like N-Hyper, Entity 7, if they don't fight each other, this is the map where it could be a huge momentum changer, because we both know anything can happen on Sanhok. Hopefully they'd be able to use that momentum if things go their way.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to be able to do so here. It all depends on where this first zone goes. Yeah, if it goes to that Camp Alpha Island, they're going to have a good game. If it doesn't, they're going to have a bad game. That's pretty much how it goes, unless, right, they're able to make something happen. Let's see. Where's it going to go? Who's going to get favored?
I'm saying it's going north. I'm looking Titan Gaming, towards Cal and stuff like that. As much as I wanted on this west side, I don't think it's going that way.
I'm going towards N-Hyper. Let's see. We need to see one of those go down that southern island. But oh baby, Julia. Hey, right? They needed it. They needed it, and they got it. SLR versus 9Z. Who's gonna win this one? Simple. Oh, he's got the guns to do it. The perfect weapons. Bow!
Oh.
Goodbye.
I mean, just stuck in the corner. Might as well not even shot. You're kind of at that point. He was as good as dead. White Elegy trying to come in, not even hitting a shot, though. Getting immediately thirsted. SLR now down to just Koi, unfortunately. Seems like a repeating factor for this squad. But 9Z, this is a team that we've questioned a lot over the last week and 2 days and change. But starting to win the fights now in some of these teams.
Yes, they are. Koi all by himself. If anybody can do it, it's Koi. Simple's about to get beamed right here. Goodbye.
Wow.
Yep, and thirsted. Never mind.
Gotta go for it. Yep. Gotta get it. No helmet, though.
Get the point.
Come on, let's.
Oh, he's jumping.
We gotta relax. There we go. Just take your time.
Yeah,
get
just
the one
relax.
extra point. Look at this. I mean, it's still kind of split. No meds, but he does have a good set of guns to possibly win this. It's just, does Koi hit those shots or not?
Iron sight legend right here. It's one of the hardest weapons to hit with the iron sight.
Yeah.
Now 9Z should be able to do this 2v1 as long as they don't give him 1v1 opportunities. He'll be okay. They know exactly where he's at.
Yeah, but no utility.
Hey, don't doubt the Vector either. The Vector that. Oh! Koi Gaming! Koi is saying thank you. I really appreciate that one. And he's gonna live for just a little bit longer. Connor's like, are you kidding me?
I mean,
where did he come from?
One in the piggy bank. That's a free point for him. Now, if AGG keeps going, which we both know they will, I mean, you got to be going for SLR. You get the other kill on the 9Z. Both of these squads, I mean, you like taking these early game fights. We're fighting for one compound here, Jukes. Ultimately, both of them looking like they're going to get wiped.
Yep. That's not looking good. And I'm telling you, like, if we notice, we said it before, right? Titan, I'm sorry, not Titan, Team Liquid and Alpha 7, they avoid those early fights so often, right? And it just shows just how effective that is, you know. And I think a lot of teams need to try to replicate that. Just, hey, unless it's an obvious one, right? Unless you know, like, hey, they were wide out in the open, they're driving away, let's take them all out right now. Okay, go for it. But if not, you know, just try to avoid these fights at all costs, because it's just not beneficial. The chances of you getting away with a full squad wipe without losing one person is so low at this level, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we see it time and time again. After you lose a player, some people try to do that sort of hero save where they go for the 1v2. We saw White Eulogy go for that. Unfortunately, just giving the free knock over to him, not even getting damage down. So some of these teams, you know, it's always us going to be questioning their ideas of what they want to be doing. And unfortunately, SLR is kind of near the top of that list for it.
Yeah, let's see what happens here with this next play. And Hyper need these points so desperately bad. I mean, we're now in game number 4. There's this match, 2 more left to go. And man, so far they've done nothing. Let's be real, right? They have not had a good day at all. So they need a crazy pop-off game literally every single match after. And you know what? I'm going to say that goes for 10th place on down.
Yeah.
Literally. 10th place on down, all of your bad games, you've already done them, right?
Yeah.
You could still end up in top 3. You really can if we're being honest, right? Just mathematically, there's plenty enough games left to be played. But all of those bad games, you've already spent them. You have to go crazy for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, but we know, you know, PUBG Mobile's not set up like that. You're going to have good and bad games, and as much as you wish that's the ending point of it, we know it's not going to be the case. And even looking at N-Hyper's spot earlier, I was honestly hoping they'd shift more to that north side of the river, because we saw Team Liquid driving by them. We saw Entity 7. They're actually making the swim around N-Hyper. So the team that ultimately is able to farm points on the bridge may be fumbling, but we'll have to put a point on that, because Be Bold actually taking the fight with AGG, already having an elimination early on.
Oh boy, Laura's in. Trying to get that nade off. Oh, he does. Beautifully placed. Be Bold starting to turn things up here. And yeah, he's going to go for that quick little first aid. They hear the shots in the distance, so they realize that, hey, we got to take this player out quickly. And Fran.
Wow.
With a beautiful angle. That's why you don't get on top of rocks, Enigma. Do not get on top of rocks.
I like the view of it, but, you know, I'm not a lion, so I'm not going on top of it. Cardix, though, he's kind of working the smoke a good bit, but not enough ammo. All AGG now down to just a solo, and I mean, I think he's just too far to even make a play, but that's not even going to be the end of it. Alpha 7 hearing the commotion. This is the team you don't want to be pulling up on you. Now we're seeing the frags come out.
Here they go. I mean, that's what I'm saying is after a finish, you need to leave. Like, you need to either push, get the finish done, or take off. And Be Bold is now in a very, very bad position because here comes Alpha 7.
Wow. And I mean, just one pumped out of the DBS.
Goodbye.
Carrillo not even alone. And I mean, I like the idea of running away, but I wish all 3 players made it out. Being just a solo, there's really not much you're going to be able to do. And look at this, NRG actually completely spread here. May be able to just blow up the vehicle for a free elim.
All right, well, let's see if Lorenzen is just trying to find something. Maybe he can find a shack, get lucky with some circles, but it's not looking good. Not looking good at all, especially with the zone. He's just in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Period. Next circle about to pop. Where are we headed? And oh yeah, this is a Furia circle. This is what they hope for. This is why they land in that spot. You know, if they get the zone, they're gonna go crazy. If they don't, they're most likely gonna lose. So they got it. Let's see if they can truly utilize it because we don't play Sanhok very often.
Yeah. And the main thing I'd really like to note is, you know, playing these zones and scrims versus tournaments is completely different. The beauty of it is they played it literally yesterday. They played this exact zone. It ended on just the western side. They know what teams like to do when they work around them. And I think now we're starting to see these teams, especially Alpha 7. They've been doing the research where they see these teams fight, where they're dropping, what they're trying to scrap for. They're starting to exploit it. And now a lot of these teams are feeling the pressure.
Yes, they are. Rolls of War now taken out. That's going to be pretty brutal there. But it is Sanhok. You can't always guarantee a good game on this map. Influence Rage definitely needed those points, though. And that's the team to do it against, right?
Yeah.
I mean, considering that they're right below them on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, you're only 3 points ahead now. Influence Rage still a full 4-man. A little bit of a rough day out of rules where I believe they were top 4 coming into today. So not only are the bad performances maybe catching up on the bonus points today, but also Fury and Inko stepping up in that last match, being able to really start closing the gaps and remind teams that the bonus points are starting to add up.
Yes, they are. And now, yeah, look at that. Adrian from Furia catching some players. I mean, and that's what they should do, right? They have all the sight lines in the world. Now it's time to just get some points. Another one! Are you serious? Inactive. Getting caught out. That hurts.
Yeah, he can't be doing that. Thirsted immediately. I mean, I know some players would just be screaming, why are you out in the open? But hopefully that's not the case. Juancho now, I mean, he has to try making this end, but I think there's maybe 2 players of Furia looking at this. You also got to worry about Team Liquid maybe kind of hearing the commotion. Oh, you got to hit these shots, Relax. And Juancho actually getting knocked. He's gotten 3 out of 4 here, Jukes, onto the Titan Gaming squad.
Oh, boy. Let's see right now. It's Red trying to get some shots off, and this is just crazy.
It's embarrassing.
Furia, this is it's embarrassing. This really is. I mean, you have vehicles, right? Just drive up, get these reses. He's coming.
Oh, no.
Don't tell him he's going to get these shots off, too. No, okay. Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's why I'm like, hey, just use the buggy, full send it on in. But if Adrian hit a back tire, oh, that would have been crazy.
I mean, if he spun him out, you got to run in the open. And the embarrassing thing, too, is even we got to note Juancho out for it is, you know, there's a whole ridge line on this back part of the wall. They opted not to even take it. They just ran straight in the open. And Adrian's like, okay, I did this once. I did it twice. And then he ended up doing it 3 times. For a laser. So nice plays out of them. They do only get 1 thirst under the Titan Gaming squad, but definitely not what you want to see out of the NA teams.
Oh man, that is that's how you do it right there. Play zone catches Carrillo. Oh, Connor gonna get caught out right now on the moped. Full setting it down. Oh, the boost.
Don't flip.
Don't flip. He's gone.
And
yep, that's it.
Early game fight.
Gone. Just like that. Oh, NRG stuck in the blue zone, and look who they're going up against. Alpha 7. Oh, but guess what? It's not all of NRG.
It's 2.
Because J7 is taken out by E7.
Yep, and what do we got over here? I think it's just a duo on the west, and Alpha 7, they're a full 4-man. They're just going to pull up on you. On the zone shift, though, Furia was centered up, so the mountain reaping rewards right now. It looks like they're going to get pressured a bit. Not too sure if anything like that's going to be too significant. Spec, though, I mean, he said it, Juke. Split up. He's knocked the zone, actually. Not even going to be making it into the next circle shift.
Oh, man. Brutal. That has gotta hurt. Adrian. Oh, getting caught out on the pull-up. Furia, this is a big mistake. The rest of the team's gotta be there to support your squad. You have the best position. You can't afford to get pulled up on like the way they just did. And they're losing Adrian. That is brutal. Death Wolves looking to shut them down. And now they realize it is Furia. They're going to stop them 100%.
Yeah, they know the player's all the way far on the south side, but he's not even going to have a weapon now. Igor maybe getting a little too aggressive. 1 HP almost. Now Furia, I mean, they got to make the push. You got the damage down. Keep them stagnant on the HP bars. Do not let them get anything away, but they're still taking their time. No real aggression. This is taking way too long of a fight. This needs to be ended 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, but guess what? Death Wolves don't care. They don't care. They're going to do everything they can just to hinder Furia because Furia is above them on the leaderboards, right? By 2 placements now. They're very close together, and it is Furia's double points day. So if Death Wolves go out here, their loss is not going to be nearly as hard as Furia's is, especially considering where Furia's position is. I think this was a set play from Death Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to reap dividends when they come into their own bonus points days, because if you're a unit, if they win the fight, actually looks like Team Queso, I think, pulled up. So they understand the mountain is being fought for. I'd like to see these teams almost disengage, but Milo's taking the aggression. Now down to just a solo Death Wolves player. If I'm Furia, I'm also even giving up the mountain at this point. Play for the next zone shift.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes that is the play. But you know what? Death Wolves knew. Like, hey, this is where Furia lands. Right? Let's just go give it up to them. If we take out a couple players, that's good enough, right? That's good enough to punish them. And now Team Queso, I think, is in the same boat. Team Queso said, hey, we got to stop Furia as well. They're coming up onto this mountainside. Augustus got that third-party action going. And, yeah, Furia either needs to leave and give up this position to try to survive for another day. And I think that's what they're going to do. Yeah, they're going to, like, you know what? Let's just take off, man. There's too many people here. They're hunting us down.
Yeah, don't make one mistake after the other. Obviously, we saw Adrian just getting a little bit too aggressive. Maybe thought it was just one Death Wolves player on the pull-up. Don't throw the game yourself. You know the mountain's still in play. You can always share the mountain if you hold enough pressure in certain spots. And thankfully for Fury, they're doing just that. Now my eyes are going to be turned on where that zone shift happens, and it actually goes to the south. So I could honestly even see Furia leaving the top of the mountain and going to that middle compound just above where Alpha 7 is.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, the next zone centering up in this area. Furia doing a very smart thing of just moving out the way, just letting whatever happens happen in this area, because it's not worth getting taken out early. It's double points day for you. You got to utilize it. But I do like this now, Enigma, because we're starting to see some heads-up plays for teams, right? We're starting to see teams hunt down squads. That's something I've been begging to see, and it's good to start seeing it, even though, yeah, it's still at the almost halfway mark of this tournament.
Yeah, unfortunately, the team that still hasn't learned from their mistakes, we see it solo and our 2-player out in zone, but Inco Gaming, they actually are looking for the mountain portion themselves, getting thirsted immediately. Nunez being finished, and okay, so they did have 1 player knocked. Titan Gaming's in the area. I'm interested in seeing if any more squads are going to look to try to climb the mountain.
Let's see what happens as M2M's holding down the spot. They're just going to camp it out. Yeah, just try to survive, hold the position. You're dead center of zone. No reason to go crazy or move out of your position at all. Titan Gaming rocking a split right now. Alpha 7 holding that compound on the south. They're definitely the team to keep an eye on. Where's Team Liquid at? Oh, Team Liquid is set up for this match.
Yeah, and I mean, they love that compound down at the bottom of the mountainside. The first Erangel of week 1, I believe, on one of those days, they had a miscommunication. Maybe one of them was knocked in a vehicle and thirsted, but I believe they still got a top 5 finish in that game. So them being a 4-man center zone, and you know the mountain isn't actually able to focus on you, you could rotate right underneath and just steal all the elimination points.
All right, you are. That is something that can definitely happen here in the next few minutes. This is the calm before the storm, folks. Stage 4. Next zone is going to be a big one right here, especially if it goes to that southwestern side where Influence rages. All these teams are going to have to move, so they're hoping it centers up. Not the worst.
Centering up, I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. One thing I like to see, though, is a lot of teams changed up their game plan from yesterday to today. The same zone, a lot of people focusing the fights. I mean, you even noted it yourself with Death Wolves. Focus the team, especially after that Erangel. You got to be putting pressure on them, checking these sort of teams. And we're going to see the zone shift in this next second or two. And it stays on the mountain, Jukes. Influence Rage on that bottom right side. Going to have to start coming up the mountain themselves.
Yes, they are. And the perfect zone shift for all these teams. Influence Rage is the one that's got to move. Alpha 7 are going to have to move here as well. Entity 7 is going to have to be the team that's going to probably gatekeep these squads. And let's see if they're going to be able to do it. And look at that. Federal, he's got his climbing shoes on right now. Could you imagine trying to run up that incline?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe like to that first rock, but, you know, reason why it's a video game and not me having to do it in person like VR or something, that'd be kind of crazy.
That would be brutal right there. I'm trying to stick to the high ground all I can. That's all fact. But let's see what Mafioso can do, because Mafioso is the only player right now inside for Alpha 7. So they're rocking a 3-man. But Alpha 7 has already 7 eliminations, so they've done enough. They really have.
Yeah, the nice thing, too, is with Mafioso in zone, they're looking to actually gatekeep Entity 7. He heard them on the pull-up. Again, this is the thing we talk about. Good teams from great teams. The good teams, every once in a while, forget to hold the edge of zone and come in with it. They rotate too early. Looks like Alpha 7 is not going to be making that mistake, leaving Revo and McGrone in the back. And wait, actually, it looks like Influence Rage is moving in. They're forced to start running in the open.
Yes, they are. And they are full sending it. We see McGrell in there throwing the smoke walls, and they actually got around Entity 7, but Law, right, all the way from the blue zone, says, hey, we're going to give up our position, but we're going to go ahead and at least take that point. Oh my gosh, and now Entity 7 has eyes on them. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth shooting, because you just go, you're going to go out right after, but sometimes you got to get that point as well. Law, the last one up for Influence Rage.
Yeah, the issue is just Influence Rage. They took a long time on the rotate. Didn't even realize Entity 7 was there. Now it's just going to be Dublin. And, you know, Alpha 7, they lost 2 players, but Mafioso is still alive in the zone as a solo. Both of these teams kind of just holding each other in blue zone. And for the most part, it looks like La is going to just be going for that last elimination. Yeah, I mean, he's not even going to give the point. 7 to their team. It's a nice performance, but with 9 teams left alive, that's going to be 0 placement points for that squad.
Yes, it is. And you can see right now, Fudia trying to continue with those double points. They have 4 so far. So that's going to be 8 total. They have 3 players up. They're doing a great job. I'm glad they were able to eject from that position. Definitely the smart play.
I'm reading your guys' chat. I don't want to be open my mic because I want to be like an Hyper to win this game. But
Inco have a big opportunity here. They're still up, and Fudia is taking down E7.
Wow.
These are some critical eliminations. That's another one.
I didn't went to sleep. I'm here.
And they're actually in a really good position here. And that is Entity 7 out of this match.
Yeah, and they just completely kind of separated themselves from the very top of the mountain. There's a lot of different spots he could be playing. Actually, looks like Mafioso's found out. Unfortunately for them, 7 eliminations to their name is.
You know, my goosebumps are like.
And gaming, he's got the MG3. He's gonna hit the shots. 1v2 situation. Good nade damage, but Titan Gaming, they're the ones that have to get around the mountain. NRG's in front of them.
Welcome to the stream.
Like a 1v1 situation, needing to hit the shots. I mean, the blue zone is doing too much damage here.
Yeah, it's just punishing right now, especially stage 6. It just ticks off like crazy.
I'm feeling sad. Yeah,
a last-ditch effort to get some points for his team.
There is
Team
2 matches in left.
Alpha 7 getting taken out. They did 7 points, and that's what you want to do, right?
Position
Even if you don't
at
get a good game, a good zone, putting up at least 6 points, that's the ticket to victory, and they do it every single time. Oh! Getting ran over by Potro. That's gotta hurt. And their double point. Sanhok is looking pretty dim here as Team Castle is on the push. Actually, Fudia's on the other side. Nenebet is done for. Nothing he can do. And now it's Team Castle versus Fudia. Fudia, man,
I'm looking at the PL
for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're still.
If they're eliminating in the first, like that's good. Elimination that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
at least they're getting like. See the points.
See
the points.
Getting ISO'd out. Oh, he didn't go in the building, Jukes. Thankfully, but Furia though. They're still holding this western side. I'm kind of interested more so in seeing what Team Liquid chooses to do. if they're going to move up
PK
the
का
mountain.
who's
But
PK Ignite?
I'm really also just worried there's a solo in the building, and he's not even
Got him.
going to see it coming. Unfortunate for Team Queso, making a lot of great plays, but now no team
crate
has
आ गया
4
है.
players up. We're
Is
talking
it?
3
Let me
trios
go to the
and a
lobby.
solo in
Sorry.
the lobby. It's gonna
Guizao's so
Boys and
smart
girls.
too. Look at that. He got that instant knock. He gave away his position. Stick and move, right? Hey, move to the other side of these rocks
Yeah.
and
What we
just
got,
survive. Well played there from Guizao. Death Wolves. They know that Team Furia is still alive, so they want to be able to negate as many points as they can away from them. And now Team Liquid has activated, right? They've been silent this whole time.
There is a
and they
prize
say, okay,
path
it's
for
time to get chicken
the
dinner now. Let's get it.
amazing
Gotta
rebate
challenge
also
Amber
like
Bush, especially when it's Gillian, and they're actually gonna stand up.
oh
The
if you
DBS
spend
reigns
UC you will
supreme.
get
It's gonna be an
nah.
instant trade though. But with these fights going on, it's gonna allow Team Liquid to start third partying, and
Eventually.
your Furia, you had all the options
Level
in the world
20.
at one point. Just
I
came
already
down
have
to
these
a
items.
solo,
What
and
I'm missing?
The patience. Be
I
more
already
patient.
have
Just wait. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Wow.
Don't give up your position. That trigger
level 10
discipline
glasses,
is so
yeah.
critical because now Team
Oh,
Liquid
the
thinks
lobby
this
is
area
there.
is
The
completely
mythic
safe.
lobby. That's a nice one.
I mean, no
hold on.
backpack as well.
After
Just shows
this
the
match,
micro
I'll open.
decisions that players have to make, and
And
that's
then the
why this
popularity?
team, they won the last match. They're coming in for it. Look, Death Wolves though, they actually just kept moving. They've realized Team Liquid's gonna come at them. Force the 1v1 though. Team Queso is
This is
gonna
all
come
the
on
old
top. We're down to
items
the top
we
3
got.
teams, Jukes, and Team Liquid, they've got 3 players strong. It's just a matter if they can hit the nades, and it's now
Oh,
going to be
there's a new
1v1
character they added.
situations
A new
for
life
these
spec they
solos.
added.
Are they going to be able to hit the shots?
Mythic trying to go ahead and take out Team Castle. That's going to give more placement points on the side of Furia, and that's exactly what is going to happen. Beautifully played. The trigger discipline secures a second place position. He might even go for first here. Here he goes. Stands up. Lets his position known. Oh, but Team Liquid, they were waiting for it. They get the chicken dinner in Sanhok. And we get that
Team
fist bump.
Liquids are so
As,
OP.
Man, this team is just looking unstoppable here.
Yeah, the first game, you know, was maybe a little bit more luck on the solo.
Is it
staying
permanent
alive,
or
but
temporary?
here,
I
mean,
think it's a permanent.
3-man
Let's
strong,
let's
they
go
had to
and
move
take a
up
look.
the
Guys.
mountain, and they took the.
Okay, so we are here. Okay. So prize path, in the prize path there is a point, so we can collect the points. I will do it. It's the same thing, like you unlock in the 900 you see, then level 1 पे हमें ये वाला dress. Ooh, I like that dress. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Farooq, and welcome back to Farooq Family ID. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. Guys, we got a really special Dragon Ball Z collaboration back it again in PUBG Mobile. So let's go and check this one out. What we got in this one, first of all, we got this legendary dress. It's a really nice legendary dress, to be honest. और उसके बाद अगर चेक करें तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे कुछ पॉपुलैरिटी है 900 यूसी में ये जो है वो अनलॉक कर सकते हैं. तो गिवन अ टेक आई एम डूइंग 5 So guys, I'm doing the 5 giveaway of this Dragon Ball Z collaboration. So leave your in-game ID in the comment section below. I will choose 5 lucky winner on our coming live stream and give them the 1000 UC so they can unlock the Dragon Ball Z collaboration. So let's go. So on the level 2nd, we got some popularity. Okay. Level 3 पे भी हमारे पास popularity है. Level 5 पे हमारे पास, wait a second, what is that? Oh, there's going to be a box with the helmet, backpack, and a material. That's going to be a really good. और इसके बाद अगर बात करें तो हमारे पास again popularity till the level 10, and then we got some legendary dresses. So I already own everything. Oh, okay, wait. It also tells like आपके पास कौन-कौन सी चीजें मौजूद हैं और कौन-कौन सी नहीं है. सिर्फ I also have a helmet. Yes, I have everything in the first box. और इसके बाद अगर चेक करें हमारे पास लेवल 10 पे जो आइटम्स हैं सारी आइटम आपके भाई के पास हैं. सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये ग्लासेस और आई थिंक बेड नहीं है. ये हमारे पास जो लास्ट टाइम आया था तो इसके अंदर था कि मिशंस कंप्लीट करके हम पॉइंट्स जो मिलते थे उसके अंदर से रिडीम कर सकते थे. तो तब मैंने नहीं था किया तो हमारे पास दोबारा वापस आ गया. तो आई एम गोना लाइक गेट दिस वन दिस टाइम. और उसके बाद हमारे पास ऑर्नामेंट है. ये मेरे पास ऑलरेडी है लेवल 13 पे आई बिलीव. Should be shows like I own it but whatsoever. उसके बाद हमारे पास पैराशूट है जो कि हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है. और उसके बाद लेवल 20 पे हम कोई एक जो है वो ड्रेस हम चूज़ कर सकते हैं वो कौन सा ड्रेस है, वो भी हम देखेंगे। ये सारे मिथिक हैं, और क्योंकि आई थिंक मेरे पास वजीता और ये सारे हैं, सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये गर्ल वाला जो नया है बुल्मा, ये वाला करेक्टर मेरे पास नहीं है। उसके बाद हमारे पास यहाँ पे एस के स्किन है, believe I don't have this one, but we'll see। और उसके बाद हमारे पास यहाँ पे वॉइस पैक्स की बात करें, I think I have those voice packs। I have those voice pack। Maybe we'll see that one again। और उसके बाद अगर बात करें तो हमारे पास DP28 की स्किन है, जो कि मेरे पास ऑलरेडी अपग्रेडेड मैक्सड आउट है। और गिवन और टेक किसी तरह आगे चलते जाएं तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे ओके ग्लाइडर की स्किन थी, बाइक की स्किन थी, और उसके बाद गाड़ी की स्किन है, ये मेरे पास ऑलरेडी है। और लास्टली अगर बात कर लें तो हमारे पास फाइनल पे जाके 3 ड्रेसेस हैं, जिनमें से हम कोई भी जो है वो चूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो गिवन और टेक ये मेरे पास ऑलरेडी आई बिलीव है। तो अगर यहाँ पे अगर चेक करें तो हमारी जैसे ही हम शॉप से जो है वो डायरेक्टली हम परचेज भी कर सकते हैं। जैसे हमारा लेवल 40 होगा या हमारे पास जब स्कोर्स वगैरह हो जाएंगे, हम स्कोर से जो है ये चीज़ें जो हैं वो बाय आउट कर सकते हैं। गिवन और टेक यहाँ पे अगर देखा जाए तो आपके भाई के पास ऑलरेडी बैग्स सारी हैं और लेजेंडरी ड्रेसेस हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें हैं। यूसी से अगर चेक किया जाए तो ये शोज एवरीथिंग ऑन ओनली द मिथिक लॉबी, दैट्स द मिथिक लॉबी, ये मेरे पास नहीं है। तो ये भी आज हम जो है वो चेकआउट करेंगे। लास्टली अगर बात किया जाए तो इसके अंदर यार आई ओन दिस ड्रेसेस, सो हाउ कम आई नो के आई ओन इट और नॉट, डजंट इवन शो। ये भी सारे के सारे मेरे पास हैं। ये वाला आई थिंक ये वाला ड्रेस मेरे पास नहीं है। गिवन और टेक, वेल लेट्स गो गाइस। यहाँ पे सबसे पहले तो प्राइस पाथ को अनलॉक करते हैं एंड देयर वी गो। और उसके बाद इसको लेवल अप करते हैं with the 7800 coins, with the 7800 UC। wait a second, I can do one other thing, like सबसे पहले हम ये वाले कलेक्ट करते हैं, उसके बाद मिशन से हमारे पास जो जो चीज़ें हैं वो हम कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं। उसके बाद अगर हम करें आई थिंक व्हाट आई कैन डू इज स्पेंड 60 मिनट इन द गेम। यार इससे अच्छे खासे पॉइंट मिल रहे हैं, तो व्हाई नॉट हम 2-4 गेम ही खेल के ये वाले पॉइंट कर लें। बट देयर वी गो कि यहाँ पे हम सीधा सीधा इसको जो है वो बाय आउट करते हैं ऑल द 40 लेवल एंड वी गोना कलेक्ट दोस वंस आउट। आई विल गो विद दिस ड्रेस डेफिनेटली। व्हिच वन आई डोंट हैव? देखना पड़ेगा ड्रैगन बॉल के कब आए थे यार। मैसी से पहले थे, मैसी के बाद थे? नेम से तो वो शो ही नहीं कर रहा, ऐसे ही ढूंढ के चेक कर लेते हैं। राइट हियर, सो वेट अ सेकंड, मुझे लग रहा है अपने तस्वीर उतार के इसको वो करना पड़ेगा। चेक करता हूँ, तस्वीर उतार के, सबर करो जरा। आयमन कैसे? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गोकू। वेट अ सेकंड, आई हैव दीज वंस के अलावा तो कोई नहीं है ना। ऊपर ड्रैगन बॉल के इसी टाइम पे सारे निकाले थे ना। 1 2 3 4 So this one and this one, this is like the basic form, this is upgraded form, this is the basic form, upgraded form. Then we have a Vegeta, Frieza, and then son of Goku, Saiyan. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I did not have this one. So wait a second, I didn't have this one either. So I can choose the female one right now. Then this one. DP28 I already have, so it's gonna be converted in the material. DP28 किधर है? साथ SKS भी थी मेरे पास. Wait a second. This is the new one. I haven't checked this one yet. DP28 coins में क्यों, वो material में क्यों नहीं convert हुई हमारी? Let's go in the shop और इसके बाद अगर देखें तो हमें 2100 UC में mythic lobby मिलेगी. But I will wait for the lobby क्योंकि हमारे पास जो है ना वो 2100 coins. अबे coins से आप lobby ले ही नहीं सकते. यानी कि गिवन और टेक लॉबी जो है वो हमें यूसी से ही लेनी पड़ेगी. सही है पबजी, ले लेते हैं. ठीक है. Wait a second. How many upgraded farm do you have? ये वाइस बैक मेरे पास है ऑलरेडी यार. गिवन और टेक. तो आई हैव दीज टू और इन दोनों को निकालने के लिए हमें कैरेट ओपनिंग करनी पड़ेगी. और उसके बाद वजीता की अगर बात करें तो दीज टू आई हैव. Get this one and this one I have to open the crate and then वजीता वाइस पैक मेरे पास नहीं है यार. ये what is this? ये तो सरासर नाइंसाफी है यार. ये तो सरासर यार ये मेरे पास नहीं है. ये वाले ये दो हैं, इसका लेवल अप नहीं है. ठीक है. उसके बाद ये वजीता की अगर बात करें ये दोनों हैं, थर्ड और फोर्थ लेवल नहीं है. लाइक आपके पास लेवल 1 होगा तो आप लेवल 2 और उस लेवल 3 एंड देन लेवल 4. ये बाकी दोनों नहीं है. कपड़े फाड़ दिए लेवल 4 पे. वही तो उस्ताद वो रिप्ट अप हो गया ना पूरा पूरा. ये इमोट भी है यार. व्हाट इज दिस बिहेवियर? मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रही. ये उसके बाद वॉइस पैक, ये वाला वॉइस पैक नहीं है, ये नया मेरे पास. ठीक है. वेट अ सेकंड. हमें कुछ और भी तो चीजें मिली थी ना. We also got this one. So इसको अगर हम ओपन करते हैं तो इसके अंदर से ग्रंटेड आइटम है. ये तो मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि ऑलरेडी सारी की सारी चीज़ें आपके भाई के पास हैं. अगर इसको ओपन करें तो इसके अंदर हमारे पास कौन कौन सी चीज़ें हैं. I can have like the voice pack. मेरे पास 3 वॉइस पैक हैं. यार ये शो क्यों नहीं करवा रहा कि मेरे पास ऑलरेडी हैं ये वॉइस पैक. ये सारी चीज़ें तो मेरे पास हैं. I can save 2 of those. Wait a second. Let me see the voice pack. बाद इतने वॉइस पैक अब हो गए कि उसके लिए भी अच्छा खासा स्क्रॉल डाउन करना पड़ता है. यार ये देखो गोकू, ठीक है, वजीता, फ्रीजा, गोहान, पिकालो और ये सबके मेरे पास हैं यार. उस्ताद गड़बड़ है. ये पबजी ना यूसी ठीक ठाक लगवाना चाह रही है. मेरे से लगवा लो. मैचेटी स्किन ऑन अ वजीता क्रेट. लेट मी सी. अच्छा यहाँ पे शो कर रहा है जो जो चीज़ें मेरे पास हैं. जो नहीं है वो यहाँ पे बता रहा है वो नहीं जो नहीं है. अगर यहाँ पे अगर स्कोर में बात करें स्कोर से हम वही चीज़. अच्छा मिथिक लॉबी उन्होंने स्कोर में दी नहीं है. वो 2100 यूसी से ही आपको लेनी पड़ेगी. और उसके बाद सन ऑफ सन गोकू
いい作戦だ。健闘を祈るぞ。
यार वेजिटा का है मेरे पास, मैंने अभी एक सेकंड मैंने स्क्रीनशॉट लिया है ना, वेजिटा का सेम वॉइस पैक है और दैट्स अ मिथिक वन.
ビビっているようだな、お前。
Vegito. I don't have this one.
じゃあちょっと仮にこいつ運転してくれ。
सही है उस्ताद.
いい作。ビビっているようだな。いい作戦だ。健闘を祈るぞ。
यार मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही है सीन क्या है.
ようこそいらっし
ये
ゃい
भी
ま
न्यू
し。
वॉइस
あな
पैक
た
है.
の命令を聞く気はありません
ये
よ。
मेरे पास है.
街の外れだ。そろそろ降りた方がいいかな。
वो हान का भी मेरे
俺
पास
は
है.
今究極のパワーを手に入れたのだ。
कालू का भी है.
あなたの命令を。
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
उस्ताद सीन क्या है मुझे तो ये भी नहीं समझ आ रही. अब कंफर्म आइटम है ये वाली चीजें. इसमें तुम कह रहे थे कि उसकी है मैशेटी की स्किन किसके अंदर. ये तो ट्रॉफीज है ना होम के लिए. वे व्हाट. भाई सोड ये किसके लिए. अच्छा जी लेवल 3 की यहाँ पे हमारे पास मैशेटी की जो है वो अपग्रेड स्किन है, जिसको अगर लेवल 1 पे इस तरह है, बेसिक लेवल 2 पे हमारे पास फायर इमोट और उसके बाद हमारे पास एलिमिनेशन ब्रॉडकास्ट. यानी कि पबजी इसके अंदर भी 1.5 मटीरियल हमारा खा जाएगी. सही है. और ये निकलना कैसे, शॉप के अंदर से भी आप ये नहीं ले सकते ना, परचेज कर सकते हैं यूसी से और आपको क्रेट ओपनिंग ही करनी पड़ेगी. क्या बोलते हो भाई साहब. सोड अच्छी है, सोड कहाँ से है वो तो.
じゃあちょっと仮にこいつ運転してくれ。
इसमें ये 2 करैक्टर मुझे चाहिए, इसमें ये 2 करैक्टर्स चाहिए और
いい
आई
作
डोंट
戦
नो
だ。
अबाउट द वॉइस
健
पैक.
闘を祈るぞ。
और इसके अंदर बेसिक हमें मिल गए, ये 2 चाहिए और वॉइस पैक चाहिए प्लस ये चाहिए. तो लेट्स ओपन हाउ मच यूसी आई हैव. उसके अंदर से हम ओपन करते हैं. सी इफ वी गॉट समथिंग. मोड सबसे पहले जो है वो चेंज करना पड़ेगा. पबजी भी लाइक तेरे को नहीं देना, समझ रहे हो ना. लेवल 25 अगर ओपन करेंगे तो हमें कंफर्म एक छोटा मटेरियल जो है वो मिलेगा. और इसके साथ साथ बाकी अगर बात करें तो लकबार भी उस्ताद कहाँ पे पहुंची है हमारी, और यूसी भी देखो कहाँ पे हमारे पहुंचे हैं. खबर करो यार वॉइस. ओके अमेजिंग रिबेट की तरफ अभी आते हैं. लेट्स गो सीधा सीधा शॉप की तरफ. क्या लगता है इसके अंदर हमारी मैचेटी की स्किन निकलने के चांसेस हैं या नहीं. ओके होम ट्रॉफी हमारे पास यहाँ पे और लकबार हमारी यहाँ पे कंप्लीट हुई है. तो आई यार इमोट ना दे दें. थैंक यू पबजी. मेरे पास नहीं था. दिस इज़ द न्यू वन वी गॉट. और उसके बाद अगर दोबारा से हम खोलें यार एक तो इसमें वो भी नहीं है कि स्लो स्लो ओपन करने वाला सीन भी नहीं है, सीधा सीधा जो है ना गायब नहीं करो, हमको भी देखना था। ये क्या बात है? प्रिंस कैसा है? वालेकुम अस्सलाम, वेलकम स्ट्रीम प्रिंस। नो कम ऑन, एक तो मिथिक बनता है यार। कैन आई गेट अ मिथिक? पबजी लाइक तुम्हें ट्रॉफी देते हैं, लेके चुप करके बैठ जाओ, चुप करके, सही है ना? 1 2 एंड 3 टोटल ट्रॉफीज हैं। मुझे ये क्यों लग रहा है कुछ साल पहले ट्रॉफियां देंगे, उसके बाद कोई और चीज़ देंगे। भाई लकबार से सारी चीज़ें निकाल हैं तो ओके। अपग्रेडेड स्वॉर्ड हमारे पास यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं, और उसके बाद फाइनल हमारे पास यहाँ पे। सर ये क्या है? सिल्वर फ्रेगमेंट तो इसके अंदर है ही नहीं है। कोशिश लास्ट टाइम जो है उसको अपग्रेड करते हैं एंड देयर वी गो। मैच टी हमारी यहाँ पे जो है वो मैक्सड आउट हो चुका है। उसके बाद अगर चेक करें हमारे पास यहाँ पे फीमेल ड्रेस, दैट्स नाइस वन। और बाकी जो ड्रेसेस हैं अगर चेक कर लें, उसके ड्रेस ही उतर जाएगा उस्ताद तीसरे में। मैच टी की अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे वेट अ सेकंड, डू वी गेट नो मैली वेपन में मैचटी में अगर हम बात करें, ओके आई लाइक दिस वन। उस्ताद ये तो वो वाला सीन हो गया, किसी को याद है कि पहले ये होता था कि मौली के साथ आप वो करते होते थे, ग्लिच करते थे, जिससे आग आपके पीछे पीछे रहती थी पूरे मैच के अंदर। अब तो वैसे भी ये अगर रखी होगी तो इससे आपके पूरे पूरे मैच आगे पीछे चलती रहेगी, समझ रहे हो? और उसके बाद अगर हम वॉइस पैक की बात कर लें जो हमारा अभी निकला है, ओके कुछ समझ नहीं आ रही बट इट्स ओके। एक वॉइस पैक अब क्या कह सकते हैं, समझ दैट्स द वॉइस पैक गाइस। और इसके बाद अगर बात करें तो हमारे पास ऑलरेडी जो बाकी दूसरे ड्रेसेस हैं वो आपके भाई ने ऑलरेडी निकाले हुए थे, जिसमें हमारे पास ये जो थे शयान का था, वजीता, और उसके बाद हमारे पास यहाँ पे फ्रीज़ा, ये इसका करेक्टर है। और उसके साथ साथ हमारे पास गोकू का एंड वजीता करेक्टर, ये सिंपल वाला है, वो दूसरा अपग्रेडेड था। और इसके साथ साथ अपग्रेडेड हमारे पास यहाँ पे सुपर शयान सन ऑफ गोकू का ये यहाँ पे है। तो गिव एंड टेक ये है। और उसके साथ साथ हमारे पास अगर बात करें तो we also got 2 other dresses today. This one and the legendary dress. उसके साथ मिथिक भी था यार एक। वेट अ सेकेंड, मिथिक किधर गया? वो जो हमारा पहले निकला था, द ब्लू वन। अल्टीमेट गोहान करेक्टर। और उसके साथ साथ हमारे पास यहाँ पे पिकालू करेक्टर। यार ये भी करेक्टर थे हमारे पास, ये ऑलरेडी हैं। तो ये क्या पबजी वाले काट रहे हैं यार? आई 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 डोंट नो व्हाई टू वासी, वो उसके करेक्टर के वासी इसी तरह है कुछ। अबे ये वाला मैंने कहा शायद मेरे पास नहीं है। और इसके बाद अगर लॉबी की बात कर लें तो ये हमारे पास यहाँ पे लॉबी है। There we go. Well, there we go guys. I hope you guys enjoy this amazing video. बाकी हमारे पास जितने क्रेडिट्स वगैरह बचे हैं उसको बाद में हम ओपन करेंगे। लेट्स सी इसको एक दफ़ा प्रॉपर तरीके से समझ के मे बी आई अपलोड अनदर वीडियो जिसके अंदर मे बी हम इस वीडियो के अंदर से कुछ जो है विनर्स को हम पिक करके दो मे बी विनर्स को पिक करके हम एक जो वीडियो बनाएंगे उसके अंदर हम जो है उन वीडियो को उन विनर्स को अनाउंस करके उनको जो है वो यूसेज वगैरह जो है वो ट्रांसफर कर देंगे। अंटिल नेक्स्ट टाइम गाइस, अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखना, इसी तरह दुआ में याद रखना एंड शेयर विद योर फ्रेंड गाइस एंड मेक श्योर लाइक दिस वीडियो। अंटिल नेक्स्ट टाइम गाइस, टेक केयर एंड अल्लाह हाफिज़। यार मज़ा नहीं आया यार, आई डोंट लाइक इट। You gotta have to be something good man। समझ ही नहीं आ रही यार इसके अंदर। एक सब्र करो जरा, प्राइस पोल में तो चीजें फ्लैट कर इसके पबजी ने 12-13 कितने हजार यूसी 18,000 यूसी लगवा दी और निकला कुछ भी नहीं। सर जिन्होंने तो पहले कुछ नहीं निकाला था उनके लिए तो ठीक है, अब जिन्होंने निकाला हुआ है उनके लिए तो पूरी की पूरी कंफ्यूजन है। अब इसमें
じゃあちょっと仮にこいつ運転してくれ
ये वाला वॉइस पैक मेरे पास है, लेकिन मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि मैं अगर सारी चीजें निकालो दोबारा से वही चीजें अगर दोबारा निकले। और दूसरी ये क्या एफ है कि भाई वो मैंने निकाला 200 जो है ना मुझे सिल्वर फ्रैगमेंट दे दिए। अबे DP28 की मेरे पास ऑलरेडी अपग्रेडेड है जानी, ऑलरेडी अपग्रेडेड है स्किन मेरे पास DP28 की। मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ DP28 की मेरे पास ऑलरेडी है और अपग्रेड टू मैक्स आउट है। मैं एक सेकंड वर्कशॉप में जाके दिखा देता हूँ। ये देखो DP किस में आएगी, हमारी LMG में आएगी। ये देखो DP ऑलरेडी मेरे पास मैक्स आउट है, यही है ना, यही है ऑलरेडी मैक्स आउट है। और वो उसने शो भी नहीं किया कि वो मटेरियल में कन्वर्ट हुई है कि किस में कन्वर्ट हुई है। वेट अ सेकंड, लेट मी सी द मटेरियल्स। आई डोंट नो कितने मटेरियल उसमें हुए हैं, तो ये तो मुझे नहीं पता। 100 मटेरियल ये पड़े हुए हैं, सही है ना। मटेरियल गायब हो गया मेरे अकाउंट से, प्रिंस भाई मटेरियल गायब हो गए मेरे अकाउंट से। भाई उस्ताद कितने 828, आई डोंट नो कितने मटेरियल थे। गलत सीन है। वो वाली कहाँ गई जो निकली थी, वो मटेरियल में कन्वर्ट हो गई होगी ना, मसला ये वो मटेरियल में कन्वर्ट हो गई। अब इसको अगर मैं यूज़ करूँगा इसके अंदर ऑलरेडी मेरे पास सारी की सारी आइटम्स हैं। यार एक मिनट मैं दोबारा जाता हूँ, कवर करो ज़रा। लेट मी सी मैचेस अभी जो है ना मैचेस वेट ये देखो लेजेंडरी आइटम सारी की सारी मेरे पास हैं, गाड़ी भी है, सब कुछ है। 33% ऑफ दे रही है भैंस क्या, हमारी दफ़ा नहीं था 30 हमारी दफ़ा ये नहीं था चलता। क्या बंदा बोले। उसके बाद पेंट भी नहीं दिया। अच्छा 20 आप पेंट ले सकते हैं इधर से, मटेरियल भी आप 5 ले सकते हैं। अच्छा यूसी से और उसके बाद रिबेट से भी आप पेंट ले सकते हैं, सही है। यार इधर नहीं था, मेन था ना। ये साइड पे बता रहा है कौन कौन सी चीज़ें आपके पास हैं कौन कौन सी नहीं है। ओके आई हैव एवरीथिंग। ये ग्लासेस और ये वाली दाढ़ी नहीं है, वो हो जाएगी तो इसको ना भी कंप्लीट। ओके अदर देन दैट अगर आगे जाएं बैग ऑर्नामेंट ये तो शो ही नहीं ना करवा रहा आपके पास है या नहीं है। उसके बाद ड्रेसेस में अगर ये वजह मैं बड़ी आईडी नहीं रहता, बाद में मुश्किल हो जाती। ये क्या बात हुई यार। Oh my goodness. Okay. I have this one. I have Kohan. I have Piccolo. I have Frieza. And I just got this one. Okay. ये हमारा कंप्लीट हुआ। उसके बाद कंटिन्यू करें तो ये वाला था।
町の外れだ。
俺は今
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
यार ये शो क्यों नहीं कर रहा कि ड्रैगन बॉल सुपर वाइस पैक, तो दिस इज फ्रीजा वाइस पैक, अल्टीमेट गोहान वाइस पैक, पिकालू वाइस पैक, ये लड़की का अभी है नहीं है, ठीक है। वेट अ सेकंड, ये देखो पिकालू का, ये गोहान का,
へえ、怖いですね、それは。
सन ऑफ गोकू, ये ट्रायल अच्छा सैंपल वो है, ठीक है। फ्रीजा का है, गोकू का है, वजीता का है, ये सारे तो हैं यार। बालमा वॉइस पैक, वो बंदा वो मैं निकाल लूंगा बालमा का, लेकिन वो तो मेरे पास बॉक्स भी पड़ा है, उसके अंदर से मैं निकाल लूंगा आराम से। लाइक वो ओपन करूंगा, वो कंफर्म है उसके अंदर से निकल आएगा, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं है, लाइक ये वाला है ना। अब दिस इट्स नॉट आर रेडी, क्या मतलब?
町の外れだ。そろそろ降りた。
अभी तो ये मैंने दिखाया ना फ्रीजा का वॉइस पैक।
ありませんよ。行くよ。行くよ。
तो रेडी का ये बोल रहा है ना, अभी सबर करो। माँ बहन एक कर रहे हैं ना सही। फ्रीजा का था ना, इसमें रेडी किधर है? ये लो। यार एक सेकंड बॉयज, एक सेकंड 65,000 ये गए ट्रेजरी में, गए टीम में, गए हमारे पास ये ना ड्रैगन बॉल का, इसके अंदर सिर्फ दाढ़ी मिसिंग है मेरे पास। दाढ़ी होगी तो सारी की सारी चीज़ें कंप्लीट हो जाएंगी, लेकिन ये तो इसके अंदर है, बाकी उस्ताद मैं मैच नहीं देख रहा, एन हाइपर इज ऑलरेडी गॉन, सही है ना, मैं पहले बता दूं। अगर किसी को ये लगता है, ये देखो, ये कैमरा मुझे बंद करने, तो किधर है वेब कैम? एन हाइपर इज ऑलरेडी गॉन, द लास्ट मैच इसके बाद रैंगल है, तो भाई का देखेंगे। एनीवे अब पॉपुलरिटी बैटल आ गया हूँ यार, कोई गंदे तरीके से आ रहा हूँ। होम की बैटल है, ये भी लगता है हार जाऊंगा, जिस तरह वो शानी खेल रही है अगेंस्ट। सब बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है, वही तो लाइक जो आइटम पहले हैं, लाइक इसके अंदर अगर देखो, इसके अंदर शो करवा रहा है ऑन, ये देखो साइड पे ऑन, आप लोगों को शो हो रही है ऑन, राइट साइड पे। अब जैसे मैं आगे जाता हूँ, लेजेंडरी आइटम इसमें भी ऑन का शो कर रहा है। वॉइस पैक वाला किधर है? ये वॉइस पैक वाला सेम है, वो शो करवा रहा है, लेकिन वो शो ही नहीं हो रहा। But you don't have the beard. I don't have the. I know. I don't have the beard. But beard, मुझे beard मुश्किल कौन सी है? ये देखो beard ये पड़ी है यार, ये पड़ी है beard, ये नीचे पड़ी है 400 यूसी में। वो पॉइंट्स इकट्ठे कर लूँगा, पॉइंट इकट्ठे करके आराम से 600 पॉइंट्स में निकल आएगी। वो एक दो मैचेस ही खेलने हैं। बेड नहीं है, बेड इधर है। वो बेड तो बता रहा है कि भाई नहीं है मेरे पास, बाकी सारी लेजेंडरी आइटम्स हैं। मिथिक में इसको मौत पड़ रही है कि शो क्यों नहीं कर रहा कि यू गाइस यू हैव इट और यू डोंट हैव इट।
विकी कुमार सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल।
मैं पबजी वालों को भेजता हूँ। इवन दो इसके अंदर देखो, ये वाला कैरेक्टर ये मैंने निकाल लिया, ये भी है मेरे पास, ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी, ये नहीं है, ठीक है, ये है मेरे पास, ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है, बाकी सारी चीजें हैं यार। यार ये है कितनी देर के लिए, सब्र करो जरा। 31/7 तक है ना, आराम से ये सेट कर देगा पबजी ना। बल्कि ये सेट कर देंगे, बल्कि इनको बोलते हैं कि करो भाई इसको सेट।
You're Inco Gaming, you're still having to make the fights. I wanted them to pop off this game, but 1v3 situation. He's going to be caught out at some point, and 0 points for the squad.
Yeah, that's going to be it for Inco Gaming. So, not the Miramar they were hoping for. And Alpha 7 hangs on once again. Oh, beautiful play. Revo has to get it perfect, and he does. Able to get the res, and Alpha 7, full squad, still up.
7 eliminations. A lot of these teams, I mean, Team Queso's got 9 to their name, but we're seeing the likes of AGG. They fought earlier, 0 eliminations for them. So the 2 hot squads is going to be Alpha 7 and Team Queso, and it looks like a lot of these teams, they're whittling themselves down just for them to get the elims.
Mythic with the Groza and Ghillie suit getting taken out by the legendary squad of Entity 7, man. Entity 7 holding it down right here towards the end. Here we go. Franco going to run across the road. He should be able to make it safely. Now he decides to pop the smoke. And throws another one across the way. Maybe a little bit of a bait smoke there. SLR. 4 players up. Oh! Leaky getting naded all the way across from Mafioso.
On the dome, and I mean, goes on. He's got to get the trade on this, but...
Oh, that was right between them. And does damage. Not able to get the finish. McGrellin now pushing up.
Yeah, I mean, he took 0 damage coming in. He's trying to get the thirst. Even if he was to get knocked, his teammates are so close. I mean, he wouldn't be getting thirsted here. Alpha 7 in zone, and now we just see it kind of like a tidal wave coming around this Mountain Jukes. Just a full 4-man roster peeking you. At this point, I mean, do you honestly just leave him down? Never mind. You're giving him another knock, and now this is the full aggression.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, this fight wasn't necessary, you know?
Yeah.
You know you're down and out, you're getting beat. It's better to try and just run away and leave. But maybe that's what they were trying to do and got caught out in the process. Koi is still going to hold this angle for now. Yeah, you know he's gone. There's nothing you can do. Just take off and live to fight just a little bit longer here. And now they know it's Alpha 7, and let's see how they move from there. Because I think once they realize it's Alpha 7, they're like, yeah, let's just completely leave this fight at this point.
One item मिलेगा या all मिलेगा? One item. कौन से box में?
Team Queso starting to
कौन से box की
constrict
आप बात
down
कर रहे
on Entity 7. Entity 7 made that nice play on
Are
Team
you talking
Liquid
about
to get into the zone. But
wait a second. Are you talking about Black Storm PUBG? Thank you so much, Jenny, for the popularity. Wait a second. Are you talking about this one? Like जो लक बार आपके नीचे कंप्लीट होती है उसमें, या नॉर्मल क्रेट के अंदर आप ओपन करते तो उसके अंदर? 10-10 यूसी में तो भाई ये सही है। डेली का तीनों में 10-10 यूसी का करो, चारों में। At least you will might get something. Grifty, अबे वाह, I don't need the grifty. Okay. मेरे पास voucher भी है उस्ताद. I'm gonna. Oh, voucher is only for this one. Again voucher. Again voucher. अबे ग्रिफ्टी क्यों सारी दे रहे हैं? वो कितने वाउचर मिले हैं इसके? That's enough. No voucher. Oh, there is some vouchers. समझ रहे हो ना? तीसरे में What? चुप करो यार थोड़ी देर के लिए। फ्री में 0 यूसी। Well, there we go. मैंने सोचा शायद कि हमारी लक भी चलती है यार 0 UC में। नो, बात खत्म हो गई उस्ताद तीसरे में। अबे यार रिकॉर्डिंग की नहीं थी, अब स्ट्रीम से निकालना पड़ेगा ये वाला सीन। कोई नहीं।
First Miramar, right? They're gonna.
Yeah.
It may have been by luck, their words, not mine. You know. But they are trying to hold it down here. They're already in a top 6 situation. It's looking good. Death Wolves are in the mix, but you can't count out Alpha 7. 9 eliminations so far.
One.
I was gonna say them.
खबर
And Team
करो, अब
Queso,
आराम
they
से
were
check
like,
Oh,
करो।
Team
हाँ,
Queso's a
Team
dozen.
Queso's
दाना
got
डाल रही है
12
PUBG, मुझे कैसे पता?
eliminations to their
दाना
name.
डाल रही है
I mean, both
तीसरे
of
में
the squads, I
PUBG।
think, are 4-man
अब
still.
वहाँ भी
So
लेके आया
everyone
भाई,
else
एक
is
तरफ रहना, ये वॉच
kinda
पार्टी
trying
दिखाई,
to
ये क्रेट
steer
ओपनिंग
clear
कैन
of
दोनों
both of
मिक्स
these
कर रहे हैं।
squads.
Yeah, that's going to be the play for sure. The problem is this zone. There's not a lot of coverage.
अच्छा
Here.
मजे
There's a
की
lot
बात
of
है, निकला
hills,
भी
a
ये
lot of
वाला है।
dips that you can play, but
अबे सुनो, निकला भी ये वाला है, फटे हुए कपड़े वाला निकला है। So I need this one and I have these ones. I need this one and the voice pack. I have the voice pack.
Alice Bet subscribe to the channel.
ग्रिफ्टी है, पॉपुलैरिटी है, ग्रिफ्टी है। यह कौन सी स्पेशल ग्रिफ्टी है उस्ताद? देख रहा ना प्रिंस तीसरे में। लेवल 4, हाँ लेवल 4 1 मिला है। लेवल 3 1 रहता है आई गेस इसके अंदर से, और इसके अंदर से लेवल 3 या लेवल 4 रहता है। आई डोंट नो अबाउट द वॉइस पैक। इसके अंदर से लेवल 3 एंड लेवल 2। आई थिंक आई हैव वेट अ सेकंड। सेट के नाम से कौन कौन से आते हैं उस्ताद? ये सारे सेट के इनको दूसरे तरीके से सर्च करना पड़ेगा, इनके बाय नेम। मुझे लगता है आराम से स्ट्रीम के बाद ना बाय नेम इनको जो है ना वो निकाल चेक करना पड़ेगा कौन कौन सी आइटम मेरे पास है। आई डोंट नो।
something.
By the way, back to
He's looking for it.
On the
He's just
move.
not committing yet, though.
Patience. Patience. What's going to be the play? Cardi seed.
Oh, he's going down.
Oh, back it up. Back it up. Little shimmy to the side. Little shimmy to the side.
Wow.
And Death Wolves are leaving him alone. They're saying, you know
open
what?
the UC box from your
Let's go
inventory.
focus in this direction. And that could be a good
And
idea because
open.
Team Queso are set up on
Wait,
this
what?
edge.
Queen
But
Super
I think it's going to
Chat
go all the way to
$2.
Circle 9 here,
Open the
Enigma.
UC
What do you
box
think?
to
Yeah,
your
it's going all the
inventory,
way
then
to the
open
end.
it.
It'll be like
Oh,
yesterday.
that
with
one.
the
Wait,
team
wait,
that
wait a
just
second.
got
Wait a
against
second.
NRG, but those teams are not alive. SLR getting eliminated. The
Just give me
duo
one
when they were
second.
fighting Alpha 7, reminding themselves that hey, there is still this duo on the south. More eliminations for the squad, now up to 11. But the AGG solo, he tried to bring one down with them. Unfortunately, the anchor of Alpha 7 getting knocked, but
Let me
looks
just
like he might be able to get
send
rest.
it to.
Let's see if he's going to be able to. And yeah, Revo pushing on up real quickly. Oh, that nade
Wow.
looks dangerous. And yeah, they're going to back it on up. McGrellan's going to be holding that choke point. Oh, but he gets shot right
Hold
on the
after this match,
side.
after this match.
That is going to hurt.
I wanna like
And that takes away that
save
angle
those
away.
ones.
And now it's up to Carrillo. Yeah, he's trying to just apply that pressure. But
I wanna
get picked
save
up
those,
and naded
those crates
instantly
for a
once
while,
again. That
Hold
is
on.
the trouble with these late game
Hold on for a
knocks.
second.
It is so difficult to pick your player back up. Now they're just going to go ahead and just leave him be for now. And another nade comes on down. Oh, Carrillo gets pieced up. Deathwolf's doing a great job of controlling Alpha 7 from this 3-1.
Yeah, but the issue is it's not just a 4v4 Jigs. Team Queso starting to come in on the east. Alpha 7, they haven't finished the player just yet. So Alpha 7 could potentially get a full reset, but as I say that, Revo getting knocked 2 players down. Team Queso's really starting to reap the rewards of them fighting first, and it's starting to look like a steamroll.
Yeah, that fight's taking so long. Team Queso are trying to get this third party going. Mafioso with no helmet on, popping up, gets the knock. The shimmies back and forth, and he's going to go for that reset.
Wow.
Meanwhile, yeah, Death Wolves are taking out Team Queso on a full push to try and take advantage of a hurt Alpha 7.
Yeah, I don't think Team Queso really has
15 eliminations.
I don't think they have any frag grenades to their name, and the key component is McGrellin still has a bit of an overwatch for the squad. So even though they were knocked to 2 players down on this ridge, they were still able to keep all 4 players, and now it's just a straight 4v4.
Oh my gosh, Alpha 7 with a Baker stuns in. Revo starts the fight off with a critical knock, but Potro with the comeback gets a big one here. If they take out Carrillo, it's gonna be good enough, and it is a Team Queso chicken dinner with a whole lot of eliminations.
Yeah, I mean, they needed that. They were in that top 8 range, and then even though it wasn't their double points day, I mean, they're going to be blowing everyone out of the water. How
many points they got? I want to see that.
And the team, I mean, they just ran up to every squad that was 2 or 3 man, and they just picked them apart.
But Potro with the comeback gets a starts the fight off
on this ridge. They were still able to keep all 4 players, and now it's just a straight 4v4.
No.
Right, and take it
7 and 9, 15, 19 elimination, Ustad. 19 elimination plus the 10 chicken dinner points. So in total, they got.
We're going to talk about it. Team Queso finishes off with 19 eliminations.
19 elimination and
could very well be the record,
point.
at least when it comes to America's spring season. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some double checking on that one. Alpha 7 with 13, and the Death Wolves drops way off at 5. In fact, the closest to Alpha 7 at 13 and Team Queso at 19 was Furia, who finished off in 13th place with 6 eliminations. So you want to talk about wiping out the lot.
Man of the
Team
days,
Queso,
man.
Alpha 7, they did exactly that. Incredible stuff. Very impressive. And Team Queso says, man, you know, we've lost our spot. We're looking at Furia takeover. We're looking at Rules of War, challenge us. Now it's time to get back on top. Team Queso doing exactly what they needed to do. So let's talk about it. Furia on your screen, hot chooks. They get finished off early, 6 eliminations. What went wrong for the boys?
Oh man, I mean, it was just a crazy play. I think teams are trying to shut them down. So I think when they realize it is Team Furia, they're going to be doing a little bit extra to try and just kind of tide them a little bit. And I think that's what happened here. And it started off with that elimination onto Death Wolves, and they were just waiting for him here. And it was just an all-out battle, I mean, from all these squads.
Yeah, it's tough, right? When you start to have success, teams start to take notice, especially on your double points day. Furia was just on a bit too much of a terror. Teams knew they needed to shut them down. This was a great push from Team Queso, I believe, onto E7. Enigma taking them all out. It was a shame that player behind the tree couldn't pop the Medi in time.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's just Team Queso going in and out. You might as well call them a tidal wave at this point because they just work as a team. It's always all 4 players on the same page. It's not people making solo plays, and even at the end here, we could see it. Obviously, after the Death Wolves fight, it got to a bit of a reset, but the team itself stayed calm, they stayed composed, and since they've been one of those namesake teams, they were fine with the pressure on this fight, and ultimately, it brings them to close to, obviously, those 19 eliminations.
Wow. 29-point total game for Team Queso without double points. I'm not going to do the math, but that's at least, what, a 50-point game? Something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Coming out from them, right?
60.
I mean, that is massive. For TQ, I'm excited.
If they got like
to
double the points,
how well they're going to perform.
Imagine यहाँ पे hyper होती 60 points.
Day. Alpha 7 just below them at 19.
और social media पे
big win, given the fact Team Liquid finishes off in 8th with just 2 points. Alpha 7's been trying to come up, trying to catch up to Team Liquid, and they're getting that much closer game in and game out. Who knows? Come game 6, we could have another first place team. E7 with 10, and then Furia with 12. Still happy with that
दोबारा
result,
आता है,
given
मैं
the
इसको
fact
जो ना हाइड
that
फ्रॉम द
the
चैनल
rest of
करता
Group
हूँ।
Beihajus haven't
ये
been
लड़का है,
performing
मुझे पता
really
है
well
इसका
today
यार,
at all. So
ये
Furia
क्या है इसका
getting
पता नहीं क्या
12th is
नाम था,
still a win in
ये
my book.
टिकटॉक पे भी
Yeah, absolutely. I
इसकी
mean, they did
आईडी
what they
है।
had to. I mean, if you're not going to win the game, put
I
something
don't
on the
remember,
board.
लेकिन
And
लड़का
12
ही है।
points? Are you kidding me? That is solid, right? So, especially considering how well they've done all tournament long, you know? Well, not all tournament long, but specifically all day long, right?
Let's go, guys. Wait a second. We are right here. आप वो कह रहे थे ना, Queen? Second. You are talking about these crates ना? Then I want to save them. Like, there is no expiry date. I think that's a good thing for me, is because if you see right here, even though I have everything, so मैंने एक जो है ना कोई वो खोलने क्या उसका नाम है, जितने भी क्रेट्स हैं ना, इन क्रेट्स की मैं एक वीडियो बनाऊंगा ना, जिसके अंदर मेरे पास आरपी क्रेट्स हैं, और इवन दो ये क्रेट्स देख रहे हो, ये भी देख रहे हो, इसके अंदर आई थिंक पॉपुलैरिटी है, यस पॉपुलैरिटी है, एंड दिस शॉप कॉइंस। और उसके बाद अगर ये सीज़न क्रेट है, सीज़न 13 के क्रेट है, सीज़न 17 के क्रेट हैं, और इसके अंदर क्या है, इसके अंदर आई थिंक गन और ड्रेसेस थे जो क्रू चैलेंजेस के थे। यस, आई हैव एवरीथिंग, इवन दो the biggest one is going to be this one, 45 of those. So I want to make the video, that's why उसको मैंने अभी नहीं खोला। that's the reason। वन बॉक्स ओपन करके देख लें। अबे नहीं भाई, जाओ, ये इसमें मेरे पास सारी चीजें हैं, मुझे बॉक्स ओपन करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, मसला सिर्फ ये है। एक बॉक्स गिफ्ट कर दो, गिफ्ट बॉक्स होता तो घर से गिफ्ट कर देता भाई, ये बॉक्स गिफ्ट नहीं होते। That's why I haven't opened. वालेकुम अस्सलाम। भाई कैसे हो? मैं ठीक हूँ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। यार इसका मैं वीडियो अभी जो है ना वो मैं बनाई है, तो वीडियो के अंदर जो है वो मैं बता देता हूँ आपको कि वीडियो के अंदर से मैं 5 विनर जो है वो पिक करूँगा। एक तो अगली इसकी वीडियो आएगी जिसके अंदर जो बाकी जो क्रिएट ओपनिंग वगैरह वो मैं करूँगा, तो उसके अंदर से सारी चीज़ें जो है ना वो मैं बता दूँगा। 2 विनर उसके वीडियो के अंदर पिक कर लेंगे, बाकी हम जो है वो लाइव स्ट्रीम वगैरह के ऊपर जो है वो पिक कर लेंगे। आई वांट द वन ईच पॉपुलैरिटी फ्रॉम योर इन्वेंटरी। डन। वन बाय इन्वेंटरी, don't have much. Wait a second. क्या मेरे साथ बैड लक भला क्या हुई है? I'll show you guys. ये लड़की की कल तक जो थी till the yesterday afternoon, I think till the 10 p.m. from my time, क्योंकि I think 2 a.m. तक होती है इसकी जो पॉपुलैरिटी बैटल ख़त्म होती है, and she has 300k और माइन वाज लाइक 782 के। उसने लास्ट मिनट पे उस्ताद 900 के करके तीसरे में हरा के पॉपुलैरिटी जीत के वो साइड पे गई। वो देखो उस्ताद, इसका लेवल कितना हो गया अभी? द लेवल 7। कैसे यार मेरे पास आई डोंट नो, आई डोंट हैव मच पॉपुलैरिटी, बट यू नो this is what I've saved, purchased for my inventory. बस इतनी सी है। चलो कोई नहीं, ये क्या बात हुई। थैंक यू सो मच, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम जवेका। Let's go. अनरीस कैसे हो? चलो यार, द लास्ट मैच आई डोंट वांट टू सी द लास्ट मैच. उन्होंने ऑलरेडी जो कर दिया वो कर दिया, उसके अलावा उन्होंने क्या करना है. एंड यू नो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. चलो यार, अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखना, दुआ में याद रखना. आई सी यू गाइस इन द tonight live stream. I definitely want to do a live stream. So till wait till then. If not, then I'll see you in the next video. अपने बहुत सारे ख्याल रखना, दुआ में याद रखना और इसी तरह हंसते मुस्कुराते रहना. Until next time guys, take care and Allah Hafiz. Bye guys. Thank you so much Mars, Shirazi, Prince, Ajay, and thank you so much Bookie. Name Khan, thank you so much Jenny for the membership gifting, and Prince, thank you so much Jenny for the super chat. Thank you so much. Bye. I'll see you guys in the next one.